Because for like the last 2 days, it's been Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep, it's been Thursday for a couple of days now.
What y'all got popping this weekend? What's going on in the Cap City?
I have a show this weekend.
Hey,
My
Trakeisha, but you always join.
my
Appreciate it,
There Will
baby.
Be Joy show is this
Team
weekend.
royalty.
All right.
I
Are
just
you
found
feeling
out that we
better?
only
I'm
have
feeling
like
better.
2 VIP tickets left
Thank you.
and very few general admission tickets left. But the ticket sales in tomorrow at 5:30.
Y'all heard her.
But we have plenty of online tickets where you can stream it live. Don't miss out.
I will be taking this hairstyle out really soon. I'm taking this hairstyle out soon.
It don't even look bad, to be honest.
It did. Yeah, it's time for a new style now.
It was
cute
like
though,
a couple
but
weeks.
I gotta get a bob now though.
Oh, because the summer, the weather changing.
No, because the fashion show that we
having.
Yeah.
My boo killed them pictures. Girl, I love your pictures. Love them. I was like, oh, she came in here serving, like straight up.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do to my hair tomorrow. I need to figure out what my makeup is going to be like tomorrow. I'm changing my clothes while I'm performing on stage.
Make sure you get some rest to stay
So I'll be
hydrated.
changing my clothes on stage in front
These
of the
viruses
audience.
out here ain't no joke. They're on a new level in 2025. I ain't lying.
No. I'm a theater kid, so
good thing is it ain't the flu, because that
changing in 60 seconds in between scenes is
easy.
Normal, yeah.
Oh, you had to do that on the mic?
Say what? Yeah.
That's some good kitchen stuff.
I don't know why the mic's picking up everything. As long as it's not playing, it's fine. I don't feel like fucking with it no more today.
I understand.
We straight over here.
Yeah, well, you can't hear it well, the mics. I'll just make sure I ain't fucking.
Got on my Mickey today. My Mickey Mouse.
Mickey.
Minnie Mouse.
So y'all, I got that
Shoot, I was down last week.
That lymphatic
I got
vibration plate machine.
Strep throat.
The what?
The little vibration plate machine that you stand on.
Do it look like a bow?
I love it.
Because that's what I was going for. A little bow. You know what I'm saying?
I will be adding that to my
put the middle a little tighter to make it more bowish, but
along with the scalp and neck massage and the body steam.
Body steam.
I'm also going to be adding a skin tightening.
Different. And then my daughter got some hair.
Skin tightening.
Doing her hair.
Oh, okay.
Styling it, you know.
I'm excited.
I was like, perfect time to try it out.
I ain't got a song
she got
to sing.
this weekend. We lucky.
Hey, Apostle.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Thanks for joining, Gwen.
We're not playing that foolery today. No.
Well, we're not playing anyway. We was never playing.
She is serious about her shit.
You're not even allowed to hum.
Hey, Tito.
Come on now.
Tito, I pay rent this bitch. You can hum if you want to.
Thank you, see?
It's off key.
She said, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
She said,
the first thing she gonna do that shit off key.
Me. Right. You.
No. The hell? Yeah, it's crazy. Don't be encouraging her.
Yeah.
Don't be encouraging her.
For real. I'm telling you. Yeah. The last person that encouraged her had her thinking she could get signed somewhere. She ain't signed nothing.
Yes, he did. He said, I'm signed to Show Records.
Shower.
Like the only place she needs to sing is in the shower.
Right. Shower Records.
Oh, that's trifling.
No, it's not trifling.
I mean, the fact that he pointed it out to her.
I really took that with pride.
Some people I meant to sing, and some people I meant to sit here and talk on the mic.
Oh,
you the person that's meant to sit here and talk on the mic.
But
you know what? Some people meant to do both, Tito.
Thank you.
It ain't her.
I didn't say it was her. I just said some people meant to do both.
Don't give her hope, though. You gave her hope with that.
Yeah, no, that was definitely. I feel like that was just towards me. That was about me.
I'm your older sister. I'm not gonna let you come out here looking crazy. So I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing you can do.
And when I blow up from this,
act like
when
Remember, I'm the one that supported you the whole time.
I will
Not
always
even
remember
your
you.
sister was trying to support you.
She sure can sing if she go to a studio and let them pre-record it and fix it up. She can
Oh
sing
no, I'm gonna release
I was drinking
something.
and I almost lost.
No lab
No
performances.
auto-tune.
Yeah.
I almost
All auto-tune.
lost my whole drink.
You gonna sound like a robot. They gonna have to load that bitch up so heavy.
What's that boy name? What was the producer? Rocco, and what was old girl's name from?
Thank you.
Oh gosh, it was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or some crap. And he put her
Uh-huh.
on. He put her on, and her voice was horrible. And her mom was mad as ever because she couldn't sing.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that at some point everybody should be able to sing.
Right.
Even some of the best singers.
Yeah, when
have
everybody
an
singing
all
happy
day.
birthday to the birthday person, that's when everybody can sing. That's the only time nobody tell you can't sing.
I'm just saying.
You know, so I'm drop a track she can sing, and then I bet you won't invite her to sing no more.
Nah.
That's it. He's scared.
I have said many times go and sing.
Truth is,
I just ain't had no song in my head.
Truth is, he's telling you. You know how somebody tell you something they don't really want you to do it.
He does. I feel it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He's not really encouraging.
No, I feel it.
Because
Yeah.
you're gonna start singing, and he gonna be like, he gonna cut the mics off. He ain't gonna say nothing to you. He gonna cut your mic.
Oh man.
You know he control all that shit.
He ain't gonna do that.
He said she's not
He's
about
gonna
to
love it.
She's not about to embarrass me on
He's
live.
On
like,
live
oh my
radio.
God, that's like so
I'm about to do
amazing.
that.
And da-da-da. I'm like, oh, thank you so
Who
much.
I
told you
believe
that?
in you.
That's what. Yeah, you see, that's what he was.
Did somebody ever tell you that? No.
Well, I told myself that, and that's enough.
Some shit you don't need to talk to yourself about.
We always have conversations, and
Well-
she gives me the best answers.
Let me tell you something. That ain't one of them. Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
She really gives me the best answers.
Vegan
Shout out to
built
her.
apparel. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I need you to like just understand. It's certain things you good at and certain things you're not. And
But
like,
if you put your mind to it, you
can do anything.
your
There
voice
you
box.
go.
Oh,
Your voice
always
box
say
is
that.
not.
Always.
Your voice box not following your mind.
All she needs is just a little bit of
gotta
training.
stick by what my mama
A little
said.
bit.
Just a little bit of training.
Yeah, just a little couple tweaks.
Bit, you know, on camera.
I think a little bit is.
I'm on camera now.
Hold on.
Oh well, maybe I should turn this thing back though. You know.
No, you just physically not. Now you are.
Yeah, because we moved the monitor.
All right, we're ready to go live, y'all.
Going live. Gee, I need some hype music today.
Yes, we need to be hype. Like
Afro Pups by Lady of Rage. I don't need to do better than that.
Damn.
Maybe this is some 90s at least or something.
I mean,
You be stuck in
first
the
of
70s.
all, let's do this.
You be stuck
Welcome.
in the 70s, my
Well-
guy.
First of all, the first two songs,
Shade.
we see.
We ain't got no choice but to hum to the beat because we don't know the damn words.
Welcome
I
back
hate
to
y'all
your drive,
again.
everybody. This is your boy G Money sitting with my crew.
Hey,
Introduce yourself.
hey.
Friday.
How y'all
It's the
doing?
one and only Miss Tink on here. How y'all doing?
And that girl, your girl, Tito.
And it's Miss Peaches. Ta licious.
Ta licious. Delicious.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Afternoon Drive. All right, so like I tell y'all every show, y'all should be listening to the YouTube because we have some interesting conversations prior to the show getting off or prior while we have musical
Telling you.
breaks or something like that. And I want to I want to officially on air Afternoon Drive the 7th of March, 2025 state.
Watch your words.
So no
I'm
one,
scared
so
for
you
what
can
you said.
never come back and say I didn't say it. We are going to have someday soon. Miss Tito sing us a song, y'all.
No,
Absolutely, yes. I knew it was coming.
Let me know
Come
what
on
day it is
now.
so I can clock the fuck out. I'm not coming.
I'm going to catch you by surprise.
She
You
said
gonna-
so. I can
catch
clock
somebody.
out.
I'm gonna clock the fuck out.
Oh, I just been
Going
waiting
home.
for that moment. Okay, yes.
Because you have earned it. You have been
Oh,
here. You have earned it. And I feel that people are.
You're gonna lose some viewers.
No, we're not.
oh
Yes,
we're
we are.
not.
No, because
We
I
are.
think she has that talent.
I'm
in
going to
her.
put on the show.
They're gonna
Thank
ask
so
you
much.
if you're tone deaf. I'm telling you. I ain't
I
lying.
think she's just hating on my
I
vocals,
think
and
she
that's
is.
okay. You
I'm-
might not have it like this.
You know why they say shower records? Because ain't nobody else supposed to be in
I'm
the bathroom.
showering
with you when you
everybody
singing.
with my singing, with my love.
we keep.
All I keep hearing is surface shower me with your love. That's all I hear.
We keep saying we keep saying that we're gonna do.
Let her sing today.
Okay, hold on. This is what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
We keep saying that we're gonna do like a karaoke day here on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
And
bring out your
we're gonna
vocals.
make that happen.
I mean, being today is Friday and everything.
I'm a poet, not a singer.
Okay, well,
I can rap now with the rappers. You know, when I pick karaoke songs, they rappers. I'm not. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So that means you can still participate.
I know my limits. She don't know her boundaries. That's the problem.
No, I don't have no boundaries.
That's the problem.
Hey, high five.
Yes, I don't
No
have
boundaries. No boundaries.
Because this ain't cool. Like you just said, let's go.
And they family. That's the thing that gets me.
I mean, let me tell you something. If your sister can't be honest with you, what you need her for?
But you still
I
got.
know honesty is the best policy.
I do
but I don't
support
think
her.
this pertains to me.
I do. Don't I support you?
Yes,
I just don't support
in this
you singing.
aspect, you're kind of slacking.
No.
What's
She said
going
you're
on?
kind of
I'm not
slacking.
slacking. I'm standing on business.
All right, so let's do this.
Welcome to
Tio,
the show,
do
JoJo.
you have a song that you know you can?
Oh my gosh,
kill?
I gotta think of something.
All right, think of something. We don't, now here's the problem that I'm having.
Not you about to look it up.
We have done this. We have brought this up numerous times.
And she don't never got a
And
song.
I never have a song. I
have a
never
song.
do.
I'm
Oh
starting
goodness.
to think you full of shit because
Oh!
No, don't think that.
because
No.
I keep throwing you the lob and you keep missing it. This is what I'm saying. I'm today. We don't have to do it today, but if you feel that you have that talent, which I know you do.
No, we're not gonna do it today. We're gonna do it another day, so I make sure I practice and stuff.
What you practicing for?
These vocals.
Oh my!
She right. I'm my sister's keeper, and I'm keeping my sister from embarrassing herself.
So are you
multiple live streams?
And I'm gonna let everybody know that you are my sister. Tink, yes, that is my sister right there. Every time you see her,
and
that
I'm gonna
is
let
me.
them know I do not endorse this shit.
Are you more worried about her embarrassing herself or her
Embarrassing
She
you?
can't embarrass me. The name of my business is Raw Talent.
Right.
It won't that type of raw talent, but it's raw talent.
You say
So,
how
be
I'm trying to
you.
really fit in with that raw talent, raw singing.
Like she
You know what, G? She's such a singer, but she go to every smoke the set and don't never smoke the set. Like,
Well,
oh,
she's not
Oh, do you want me to do that? I'm opening.
On Friday, you gonna open up the show.
All right.
She said,
I'm gonna have everybody in there jamming with me.
All right.
Traquisha said that's right, Tito. When you see her, you see me. Yes, that's right.
I was with you, Tito.
Until she started opening up the show.
Open up the show. Okay, I went a little too far. Okay, I gotta. Okay.
No, you gotta back them vocals. G, they stand on business. You agreed to it, so she a singer now, and now she done took it.
Everybody gonna be
if she's a singer, she's a singer.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's
So if I feel I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire.
If
you believe it,
you have the capacity to be a millionaire.
You absolutely do.
I mean, I do have the capacity to be a millionaire, but I'm not one right now. And she's not a singer right now either. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality.
It just takes a little training. If you can talk, you can sing.
Hello. It just takes a little. Did you hear that? A little bit of training.
All right, let me and then we'll get back to the show.
Okay.
Have you ever sang in public?
No.
So public in front of my family and friends, yes.
That's not public.
No. I mean,
I have to entertain my crowd, and I do that very well.
Who you entertain?
Only the family and friends.
When you dancing, yeah, but the vocals.
Oh, so you say I could?
Yeah, you can hit a little.
Get a little bop in it.
I can dance a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna see you dance at the Hudson Hills fashion show too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, buddy.
all right, well, here we go.
Right.
And you part of the opening act.
Exactly. So y'all gonna see
shout out
me
LaRon
dance.
Janae.
Okay.
You ever seen a poet with backup dancers?
I guess we'll see
At
that.
the
I guess
level
without
shit.
you.
Well,
March
We
the
got
15th.
you.
March the 15th.
All right, yeah. So as we still doing, even though my people were just complaining about my music choices,
He about to take us back to the 70s.
today is the last day of BTN's Women's Week. We've been playing African Jazz Women's Week. We've been playing Strictly Women for the last week.
We need some SWV.
So Keisha Cole.
So I'm gonna ask y'all to
Lauren
send
Hill.
us Texas your request 804-476-2244 804-476-2BIG. Text us your requests of some of your favorite female artists, and we will hit y'all with those today. That's what we're doing. We also have a great
Can y'all
set
get
of
some
guests.
90s artists, please? I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
the
bag.
last two songs I played was 90. Jade is 90.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got this.
You don't know? It's a girl group. It's three
It's a girl
girls,
group.
and they were really they had a really
I
good
didn't know them.
following.
Where's 702 and Escape?
I'll do some 702. I'll do some Escape.
I know them.
But right
Yeah.
now, we hit y'all with a little BA's own Lady of Rage. This is Afro Puff. It's the all new afternoon drive, y'all. You so mean to your sister.
She is.
I'm not mean.
Tell her
I'm
get right.
if any of your
What's the
sisters,
age difference?
Out of all your sisters,
I'm 22. And she
and
is.
I'm minding my business.
I mean, I'm
Out
older
of
than
all
both
your
of y'all.
sisters,
So
yeah, but I mean, publicly, I'm 25. I've been 25 since my daughter's
oh, so
born.
you're
Since my daughter
25
was
plus shipping and handling,
born. No, I'm 25.
right?
Like
Plus
my family
shipping
even
and
buy me
handling.
cakes that say I'm
That says
25.
25.
I get it.
Like legit.
So plus shipping and handling.
I've been 25 for 7 years.
I'll get you. I got you, boo. Yeah. Oh, I got
just
you, boo.
basically told you.
She did. She did. I'm a math major. I caught it. I caught what she threw.
But you know, out of all your sisters, ain't I'm the most honest and direct one?
Sometimes
I think all of y'all are pretty
All of us.
Honest,
are
but
pretty
she's the most direct.
No,
They truly
she's the
anointed.
second most direct.
You think D got me beat?
Yes,
Because I know that's who you're
she's
talking about.
too blunt.
Let's hear some Adina Howard, Total, SWV. There you go, Track. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
I said some SWV.
What I'm talking about? Trying to ab out on Friday. You want to be in the car bopping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
make me want to go to the club when I leave here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I want to be all in club down mode.
Club down mode? What is that?
I want to go to the club
Oh.
and chill.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I wasn't following. I got you though.
It's an older thing.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Now, I like the old school classics. It's just, you know.
It's not the ones I like.
Today, I just want something different. I don't usually complain about the music unless
that's why I'm not.
Unless I really just don't understand it. I be like, why are we listening to this song? But it ain't like a, you know.
So how are we doing on this March Madness music thing?
Talk about it today.
Yeah, I seen that damn graph you put up.
Why I gotta be that bad, bro?
Cause that shit is extensive. Like, how long did it take you to do that?
It took me a minute. That's why we got.
Yes, I was like, oh my god.
That's what made me ask.
I
I was
was
like,
put that shit together because you said it, and then next thing I know,
the
I
next
seen
day
it,
it
and
was
I
a
was
graph.
like, god damn, like
It was like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and
90s.
yeah,
oh, yeah.
2000s up to 210s. Like,
So like we vote on it, like we're voting on it, or like the audience vote.
So all of us will have our own bracket.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Like you're not looking for fun to sing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I said I was practicing. I got to
But you ain't
practice.
picked nothing.
So
to
you
practice.
need another 365 days.
I'm thinking spread thin, but do I know every single word of I believe spread thin, Mariah, the scientist.
Oh, she got real loud on that one. Okay.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Mariah
the scientist. I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know. They're younger than us.
Yeah, she's a singer.
I heard her, but I don't listen to her.
Oh, I love me some Mariah. No, I like Summer Walker better, we'll say. But Mariah the Scientist is good as well.
Did you hear about Corey? He ain't want to send the baby gift to the P.O. box.
Yeah, so he ain't send it to her at all.
Yeah, he ain't send it to him at all.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But she don't want to give him the address because
I wouldn't want to give it.
He gonna stay on live like he don't want to get. She don't want to give me her address because she's scared I'm gonna pop up.
And I'll be scared too. He's crazy.
You sound like you will.
Yeah,
he will.
Yeah, he will. For sure.
I'm the roughest. I am the toughest.
You gotta go on, Big Boogie gonna mess him up.
Jojo, when you get a chance, I need you to send me a text message. I got something for you.
Okay. I was about to say what I did. Yeah, that John was crazy though. Cause he gets online just to fuck with Queen. Like he really does. Like, it's obsessive.
It is. Chris is a mess, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And you ain't caught up on Love and Hip Hop, so you don't know what's going on with that.
I only got to season 10.
Hold on a second, yeah. All right, y'all, we got a little Kim coming for you. How
many licks?
Hey. Oh, we need some Foxy Brown in this camp.
But yeah, now so you know Kirk and Rashida right there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you know Kirk had a baby on Rashida.
Right.
Okay, so the girl that he had a baby with,
the light skin girl.
Yeah. So, before the preseason break, you know what I'm saying, she came back out and said that basically he was telling her that if she slept with him, that he would give her more money. But it's like the text messages weren't like
they weren't lining up.
Yeah, like
they're not in they're not in chronological order.
But Kirk don't have no messages in his phone
because he deleted all them shit.
Yeah, Kirk is sneaky, honey.
Sometimes when he mad at somebody and they pissed him off, he deletes the thread and blocks them.
I keep receipts. I don't know what he doing, but all right.
Which made Rashida look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
She's always going to look crazy.
But Jasmine went around the whole cast telling everybody the biz. They got my boo. Hey,
she just been wanting to be a part anyway. You know what I'm saying? She just wanted to be.
But Rashida's always going to be looking crazy. She's been with this man since she was 17 and he was 35.
Huh? Yeah, I think you're right to fight for your marriage. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're not about to keep on.
No, she was with somebody who was already 15 years older than her when she was 17 years old. So he was already out there sleuthing and digging dirt.
Yeah, what's he doing? Still doing all that?
Yeah,
because
so now this part of the season.
So now he old.
She hanging out with the cast, like.
So now she's a full-on cast member.
Storyline.
She been wanting that the whole
time. Right. So she took him back to court for more child support. Now he taking her for custody.
But when I was watching
for Rashida to raise him.
You know, after he had that baby, they had a baby.
Yeah.
Yes. Cannon and Carter.
Oh, it was twins?
No. The other baby is Cannon. The outside baby is Cannon. Okay, and the baby right after Cannon is Carter.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And they like 6 months apart.
Yeah. And then Jessica. Well, I think that's
Jessica Dime.
No, that's Jessica Dime. She used to date Nick Cannon. She real skinny.
Okay. She got
that girl is big.
She got one of the babies.
No, she ended up having a miscarriage. She had a problem carrying.
Oh, that was the one. Okay, that was
the girl off the rocker this season because she done came in like a wrecking ball. So she gonna say that her niece said that Mendici shot to holler at her, which is Yandy's husband. So she brought that up. But you brought it up to the group. And then had to go back. And then had to go back and ask your niece how it happened. And so the way Yandy explained it, people saying like Yandy just used it to cover her ass. You know what I'm saying? And defend her man in public. You know what I'm saying? But Yandy, I believed her because she could tell her what the DM said without her showing her the DMs. She told us that I'm the one that was in the DMs DMing her because she pressed him when they were out in public together. So she was like, yeah, your niece was pushing up on him and went the other way around. And so Jessica in the confessional, she like, well, if you want to be in denial about, you know what I'm saying, what your husband is doing, then that's on you. But it's like, she told you that she was the one messaging a girl to check her temperature. You know what I'm saying? Well, Mendici's fucked up was Mendici's told that damn girl, she said, are you still married? She said, it's complicated.
All right, y'all, we have to play some Little Kim, so we got to play some Foxy Brown. This is Hot Spot.
My song.
Yeah, I know. So that song was crazy.
Yeah, that's all crazy. I can't watch that stuff. That stuff.
And Miami off the chain too, because this girl, the girl that rapped with the food, she used food as a mic to rap.
Okay,
a big girl. Oh, okay. So she play on the stereotype that people place on her. Like she.
You're not talking about
I forgot what her name
Amala. You're not talking about.
No, I don't remember her dang on name. Oh, guess what? Patience. Guess what, girl? Guess what I did for you today? I got a gift for you. And you're the only one that was able to get one.
Oh, damn. She's special.
Yes. So you wanted this. Got you one, girl. Yes. They only had your size. That's the craziest thing.
I need one of my soul sisters to come over to the house in the morning to help a sister out.
So everybody
getting ready for her show.
You already know. You want me to put raw on you like I did man too?
Can you get through?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh, I can put it.
Come on, y'all. Give me your requests. DJ, please pick up the phone. I'm on the request line. Send in your requests.
You know.
Send in some topics to talk about. Call in on the show. Send the stars our
But
way.
I need to talk to you too today. I need to talk to you. We need to have a nice old phone catch up. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Every time I burping up the damn bang sauce.
You working hard? You got a lot of clients today?
I'm going to have a new website coming out soon. I'll let y'all know. You'll be able to follow my videos on Instagram at Miss Peaches220. That's MZCH. Nope, that's wrong. MZPCHZ.
Well, don't let them work you too hard, girl. It's Friday. Get your little drink. Kick your feet up.
So I'm drinking a green tea
Next
shooter.
week gonna be
And then after that,
busy,
I'll be
busy,
drinking
busy,
some
busy,
kitchen
busy.
sink. So
Shakisha was up here. I don't know if she's still on here or not though. But she was up here. We was chatting it up.
if you'd like to be on the air, give us a call. 804-476-2244. That's 804-472 big.
Sorry. I don't even get those, so I'm sorry.
I want to let y'all know that I am returning to the stage tomorrow. Doors open up at 5:30 for VIP guests. The show is called There Will Be Joy. You can get your online streaming ticket today. You can follow me on There Will Be Joy. I can send you the link. Send me an inbox. You can get your tickets now. VIP, there's only 2 VIP
Make sure y'all
tickets
share
left.
this live. See what's in live.
Share this.
All right,
I was getting ready to say that.
You ready to go back? Tito, you ready for your thing?
Tito is,
We back.
Oh,
and we back. And
We back.
All right, y'all, we are back. We kept saying it, but we weren't back yet.
Well, we was trying to get there.
We was getting there.
We are back here after New Drive. Like I said, we are celebrating the incredible advances of female music. But, and I'm saying that to say, this month, starting next week, we're doing something here on this show called the top male R&B artists of all time.
She trying to stress us out. That's what that is.
No, I'm not.
Y'all see that damn graph. I thought I was back in school.
All right, so this is how.
This is why I'm always looking like I'm squinting.
last year, the last 2 years, on Real Voices, Gary Hughes has done like the top female actress and stuff like that, and we voted on it and did something like that.
So the whole network voted on it.
No. Well, I mean, his listeners and stuff, when people called in. This year, he wasn't going to do it, so I was like, well, let me do something. So I put together.
You should have did females,
Well,
instead of males.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it works, if it's successful,
We do it again.
we're gonna do it again. But what I did was I went and I put together 64 male R&B artists.
When I'm telling y'all, this look like the NCAA.
It's definitely March Madness. It's a March Madness bracket.
Y'all, it look like that. Like,
So
I thought I had homework. I was. I ain't even reply. You know, you open some shit, you see it, you just close it. Like, I just.
Oh yeah, when somebody sends you a whole
I was like, oh no.
When somebody feel the need to vent, and
It's
they just
looking
send
like
you
a lot
like
of
4
brain
pages
power
of text
right
message.
here.
I'll look at that later.
I don't even look at it at all. I read the first sentence and the last sentence.
it was a lot of brain power. I mean, 'cause there's a lot of people that didn't make the list. There's a lot of artists that didn't make the list. That, arguably should have made the list on that.
How'd you come up with it?
Okay, I'll be honest. I made the list.
So
because I didn't have time to ask people to vote.
Oh, okay.
So I made the list and I broke it down between people who basically were at their peaks in the 70s, at the peaks in the 80s, at the peaks in the 90s, and at their peaks.
Oh, so idea we're gonna do like a poll online.
So yeah,
click on it and
right.
vote that way. That would be dope.
Right. So
That's fine.
Shout out to Patience because she always do polls. She got us into polling. We vote on everything.
Oh yes, everything.
So this is going to be like that. So what I did is I picked, like I said, 16 people in each genre. So it's 1670s, 1680s, 1690s, and 162000s.
So you and Quagmire gonna do the 60s and the 70s.
It's Quagmire.
We all gonna do it. I just
So this is homework then, like I said, because I don't know nobody for no damn 60s.
Well, see, no, you're not
It's the 70s.
But you know what? I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know. But I'm sure you know a lot of the people that I have in the 70s.
I ain't even started listening to music till I got in high school, so I don't even know.
So I mean, this is a lot of this is going to be based on our listeners.
Okay, good.
So
good. So it's gonna be in y'all hands,
right? It's going to be basically on us all together.
Wonderful,
Okay,
wonderful.
Right.
Because I'm glad.
We will be playing every now and then. We might play like a Al Green song or something like that.
See, I know him. Where
See, that's
is
what
that?
I mean. Al Green was in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
So
I probably only know like
I'm
2 songs.
so in love with you. My bad.
No,
It's the echolalia. It's the echolalia. It's got a hold on me.
I don't even know what that is.
So
Yeah, I was looking at her like, what the
so
fuck is
it's
that?
basically a condition that comes with autism. Like you can hear like the last word of something and like music just pops up into your head and you just start singing.
You're autistic?
A little bit, yeah. Well, not a little bit. I have a mild case, along with my children and my grandchildren.
Oh, we learn
It's something that's passed down, yeah.
We learn something every day.
Yeah.
All right, so just give me an example because you all, half of you all are maybe not hip to like 70s music. I'm gonna give you the 70s list right off the bat. 70s list. I picked, like I said, I picked them all, and I chose the number 1 and 2 spots. I chose them. Everything else was random, so I don't know exactly who might be going against each other. Well, I know now, but I didn't pick who's going against each other. And if you're familiar with the March Madness, you'll kind of see how it goes. Okay. But just naming a few on the 70s list. I got Stevie Wonder, Aldro, Donny Hathaway, Al Green, James Brown, Isaac Hayes, Rick James, Bill Withers, Lou Rawls, Otis Redding, Teddy Pendergrass, Bobby Womack, Barry White, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, and Curtis Mayfield.
I heard the names, but I can't tell you I know the song.
Right, and it's not, and like I said, it's not just particularly one song; it's the artist. So since I'm doing this, let me go ahead and do
it's their catalog.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do the 80s. Since I'm doing this. The 80s is
New Edition.
No, that's not a group. That's a
that's a male artist, even though it's a group. They're all men. The last time I checked.
Okay.
So you're not doing groups. You're doing individuals.
No, we're doing individuals.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
All right, because it's best male R&B artist. All right. Okay. The 80s: Michael Jackson, Bill Downey, Keith Sweat, Freddie Jackson, Lionel Richie, El DeBarge, Luther Vandross, Jeffrey Osborne, Babyface, James Ingram, Bobby Brown, Howard Hewitt, Albert Shore, Peabo Bryson, Prince, Alexander O'Neal.
That's a lot of good people.
Right. And some of these are going to be knocked out because, they are.
I mean, a lot of people don't know anything from Alexander O'Neal. So that might not, well, we have younger listeners, though, too. So they're not going to know who that is.
All right. So
but that's why we put it on Facebook. We have a mixed crowd.
Yeah, we do. 90s. R. Kelly, John B., Maxwell, D'Angelo, Johnny Gill, Montel Jordan, Kevin Campbell, Joe, Gerald Levert, Kenny Lattimore, Jamie Foxx, Christopher Williams, Tyrese, Ryan McKnight, Usher, Eric Benet.
Man, the 90s threw out so much good music.
Yeah, in the 90s.
All right. And
you make me wanna.
2000. Chris Brown, Hank, October London, Daniel Caesar, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, Jaheim, Dream, Mario, Frank Ocean, Music, Soul Child, Life Jennings, Trey Songz, John Legend, Neo, Bryson Tiller. No, I didn't say Miguel.
I would put Miguel on there before I put Bryson Tiller.
No, Bryson. I don't know.
I know he's good too, though.
Yeah, and that's like I said. That was part of the problem with this. Some people wasn't part of it. They had to cut.
Yeah.
So
you win some.
And you lose some.
So that's
but you live.
The fight. So if this goes successful, like I think it will, I'm going to do another one for female artists. Then I'll do one for groups and stuff like that. So it's how we're going to do it. And we're starting it Monday. When we started Monday, we're doing the first round of 70s and 80s, I think. I can't remember how I got it broken down, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And when it gets down to the final one, which will probably be April when we get it down to the final, will crown the best artist, male R&B artist of all time. So if you, like I
That's what's
said,
up.
if you pay attention to March Madness, you're going to kind of have an idea how this is going to go.
Right.
So it's going to be fun. Like I said, I got the idea from Gary Hughes because what he did last year, year for last and last year, he did best black actress, and it ended up being Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah,
Angela Bassett,
hands down.
he broke it down. Well, it was a close win though. I think the finals was Angela Bassett and Viola Davis.
Oh,
And Angela Bassett with the votes and all ended up winning. But he broke it down. He had everybody from people in the '70s exploitation movies like Pam Grier and
it
stuff
took
like
me a
that.
long time to watch a black exploitation film.
Why?
Because I grew up in a land of not black.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. Then. Yeah. Well, that's how it's done, and hopefully we'll get it done. Hopefully it'll work out. So we'll definitely see. But until then, this is Monday. Y'all check all of my social medias. We will have all the brackets up so you can put your brackets down, and we want y'all to vote by filling out brackets, sending us your answers, text us your answers and stuff like that. It's gonna be a fun thing. It's gonna be a fun thing. We're not gonna play music for every artist, but especially some of the tighter contests we'll play. And then again, I've already had some people that looked at them and were like, Brian McKnight is too low down and so needs to be high. I didn't want to rank the computer just randomly pick everybody from 3 to 16. I picked the number 1 seed for each bracket and the number 2 seed for each bracket, but then I let everybody else be random. So in hopes that we can have some interesting conversations,
Right?
Who if somebody might think, like you said, somebody might think Miguel is better than Bryson Tiller.
Right.
That'll be the kind of conversation we want to have.
So Frank Ocean, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it all depends on.
So I have a question for you. So after all of this is said and done, if there is a winner per se, I mean, like, is there a winner per se? Like, for instance, if our listeners decide that they want to participate and fill out their own bracket, and it comes across to be picked out the same way that the system has and how it's voted,
we're gonna have a prize. We'll do that.
I got the prize.
Okay, we'll
I got the prize
multiple
for
prizes. We'll do multiple prizes. But we'll talk about all that.
We can do like a second, first, and grand prize.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
wait a minute. Second, first, and grand prize. First, second, and third. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because grand and first sound like the same thing.
No. Okay. But it's the same.
All right. I didn't know it was a number before 1. That's what I was saying. But go ahead.
Perfect example. My boy Jerry, he just put in the comments, Tank should be high on the list. Tank is a great artist.
He's a great artist.
I did not want to be biased and pick everybody, rank everybody. So I just let it happen randomly.
Because he was already biased enough.
I was. He
was biased enough to pick 1 and pick 2.
I was biased enough to pick 1.
Let me tell y'all, G Money was bored at home when he did that. Let me do some shit today.
Bored in the house.
Let me do some shit
today.
Right.
He said, I'd have been sitting in his house all this time, ain't been able to move around, do no walking.
That's true. That's exactly what happened. I was sitting there stuck in the fucking house.
Can't do nothing. Can't put no weight on my feet.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's when I did it. So, and it took a minute. Trust and believe. It took longer to do that damn bracket. Though.
It didn't look like
it took a minute.
It looked like idea, then boom, here y'all go.
I just told y'all about it last week.
And then the paper showed up.
Yeah,
I graduated from college in 2011. I'm not going back.
I've been working on this since.
Girl, I graduated from college in 1998.
I went to college in 1990. I never graduated. That was a strong 2 weeks.
Oh, well, I ain't even gonna say that.
A strong 2 weeks.
That's gonna sound like right around the corner.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's okay.
The first time around the corner, we got the Miss Tito. Miss Tito. Hey! Time with Tito. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we need an intro for you, boo.
I told her and Ray need to get together and create one.
Me and Ray gonna spit. We gonna really be we should
maybe we can get you to sing one.
You don't now see if I do that, I'm gonna have to do a little something like this a little bit. Okay.
So when I said being the mean one,
no, because it's gonna get played over.
with the exact advice that
every
she's
time,
taking
so I
now,
gotta make sure.
guys, I'm just gonna point that out.
No,
like,
see, good artists like me, I gotta make sure everything crisp, you know.
Denali is more than a river.
Oh, I need to use somebody's charger.
All right, y'all. Here we go. This is Tea Time with Tito.
Hey, y'all. All right. So our first topic. Oh my God. All right. Hey, Tig. How y'all doing? All right. So our first topic is a 22-year-old woman came online and said her father is Dr. Umar and she is looking for her sister. She has been looking for her sibling for a while now. She asked Dr. Umar for help, but their relationship is so rocky that it just didn't work out. I guess he didn't really want to help her. Messed up. I mean, that is your other child. You should want your children to know each other, but I don't know if he
Did
thinks
you hear his
otherwise
comments
or
to
not.
her?
Yeah, I did, and he wants to sit down and have like a meeting, but he wants to have it with the mother as well, and he wants to bring receipts and all of that stuff. She said that he's a deadbeat. That's what she said. She really don't want to have no relationship with him.
Is she an adult?
She's 22
She's 23 now.
Oh, she's 23
but she's
now.
been looking for him since she was 15. And the little sister is only like 12. The little sister's mom granted the big sister like permission to talk to her, so that they can start to build a relationship and things.
Her if the little sister mom.
Well, while all this was going on,
social media, she had to find her.
Find her through all the social media stuff. But he wants to sit down and have a conversation,
right?
And she don't want to have nothing to do with him.
But he's trying to tell her like yeah, I would love to have a conversation with you, but it's up to you to set the meeting. It's up to you to set the place. It's up to you to bring your mama.
It's up to you. Being there for your children, huh?
I know she's only 2 kids.
That's come out so far.
What's his significance? Who is Dr. Umar?
Dr. Umar Johnson is like the high value man of the most high value wisdom man.
Opinionated. He has opinions about everybody and
everything.
He makes it very clear that he does not really like white people. He makes that very clear.
Especially snow bunnies.
Snow bunnies, yes.
So what the fuck is he? Black?
Yeah, he's
absolutely.
Black, yeah. And he feels like black people should only be with black people. You should never get with white person, things like that. So he has opinions all the time. So I just don't feel like she should be setting up anything. She's the child.
Right.
You ain't
no matter how old she is. Right. No matter how old she is, she's still your child.
Exactly.
Is he in the daughter's life?
He's in none of their lives.
Nobody's.
He's in none of their lives.
So she getting on the internet to try to, contact the sister, which did
right.
happen.
The little sister mom reached out to her.
Messy. And the daddy being messy.
And he's very messy.
And he's very popular.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
go.
So, wait 1 second, y'all.
She need a drink break.
She's trying to
did I get on you?
It's okay. I've been spat on before.
Wait.
Spat on. I heard that.
Okay. All right.
By like bottles of water.
Is it good?
Juice,
I know. It's cool.
The pressurization.
What?
Air, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay, y'all. I've been having a little bit of cough. I'm trying to get rid of this cough here, okay?
Oh, you can have this down with it.
All right, so I'm so sorry. Let's get on to topic number 2. So it's a YouTuber. Her name is TT, and she has a very popular YouTuber brother named DDG. So TT has an altercation with her boyfriend in front of her family. Like it was a family dinner, and she was texting another guy while at the family dinner. So the boyfriend sees, and he goes completely off.
As he's
pushing her. She's pushing him. Yeah, and that's what I see. You're going a little too far. Like, let's not.
Far.
She was trying to snatch the phone, and she like no, and she's acting like oblivious, like she doesn't know what's going on and why he's upset. Which, girl, you know what's going on. He got the right to be upset. Yeah, he has the right. Maybe not pushing now. Don't do, especially in front of the family. Like it's a certain level of respect that you got to keep.
You can talk to me. You ain't got to touch me.
So the family end up jumping in and going off on them and stuff like that,
As they
the family
should.
should. And but I just wanted to see, like, how did y'all feel about that situation? If y'all was the family, would y'all intervene or
No, because these heifers go right back to the damn man.
yeah, every time?
They absolutely do.
My mama told me a long time ago, you got a one save chance.
Yeah.
So I'll jump in one time and save your motherfucking ass. Next time you're gonna drown. It's just, that's just what
That's
it is.
true.
Because I'm not gonna keep on going with stupid. Like if it's a new guy, that's different. But if you keep going back to
The same.
I mean,
Same
him
guy.
pushing her, is that the first time he ever put his hands on her? Because
Yeah, I know. Yes.
if he was
Right.
comfortable
Yeah.
enough to do it in front of people,
That means that
is
ain't
that
the
the
first.
first time?
Yeah, he probably did that behind closed doors. Before.
Not even
Yeah.
behind closed door. He probably pushed her somewhere
She
else
thought
out
she
in
was
public.
safe.
Yeah.
She thought she was safe around her family.
And the family did go off, not to the level I
So
feel like,
maybe,
but
what if she sent them text messages in front of him at the family event just to,
provoke him or
Yeah.
something? That would be
Because people do
insane.
that
That is
too.
crazy. I would hope that's not the
Ooh.
case.
And
That
like,
is
come on,
Amber.
conniving.
and you gotta be really, really, really meticulous with these YouTubers because they do that shit.
Yeah.
They stage
Yeah,
that
they do.
shit.
They do.
That's
And
true.
then they draw you in, making
And have you
think that it's really
invested
something.
in
And then turn around and get mad at you. Like, don't comment on my life. Don't put your life on TV.
Well, don't put your life. Yeah, man.
Chill out with that. Like,
or they do everything
post
and they be like,
about
oh,
it.
it's a prank.
right.
Child, please.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. So let's topic.
Hold on. Let's do this. Let's come back from the break and do the next topic. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right.
We'll be right back, y'all. This is
Switching it up.
Yeah, we're trying to switch it up.
Yeah.
After the draft. Hey. Do me a favor. There, I don't know how many of y'all come, so we didn't set up the chairs yet. Around this corner, there's a bathroom. By the bathroom, there's a bunch of chairs that look like the ones out there. Just grab a chair and just sit it underneath the TV. Okay. And then just have a seat. We'll be out there with y'all in probably about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll be more than just a picture.
Sorry, Tia, I just had to get that in there.
No, you're fine.
That's twice now, girl. You just keep
splashing
splashing me.
Like, why
I don't
is it doing
understand
that?
why you having that problem.
Right, why?
She just keep
I'm so sorry.
splashing me.
I don't know what's going on.
It's all good.
See, when I close them.
Yeah, it's a user. It's a user error.
Okay.
Not as a user.
Damn.
So I'm gonna just. I ain't gonna try to do it to you, but there we go.
No,
all
you
right,
flashed
cool.
me with some goddamn water here today. I'm telling you.
All right, y'all. We are back for the final Tea Time with T. No, sorry.
Yeah, you
Wow.
right.
Yeah,
Tea time with Tito. You was
Tea
right.
Time
You
with
was right.
Tito. Last topic of the day. You ready, Tito?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so NYPD detective Melissa receives really bad backlash because she was in a music video. In that video, she was being a stripper. Some people say she is representing NYPD in a bad light, and others think that she should be fired.
What she had on
They
her
even
uniform?
called up there and like,
Did she have on her uniform in the video?
No, she didn't.
No,
And
that's
so
not
yeah,
her business.
and so the NYPD came back and was like that's her personal life, whatever
Right.
like that. But people was really upset. Like, you are representing it wrong. You're supposed to hold yourself
The
to a higher
person that
standard
represents the
and all
whole
that.
entire United States of America goes around grabbing pussies. That you worried about this?
You know, exactly.
Wow.
You know, yeah, right,
y'all.
right.
Like, come on now. People ain't got nothing else to fucking do.
You got that's your
Nothing else
personal
to
life.
money.
man. That's
And
your
if she
personal
want to be a
life.
stripper part time while she working for the NYPD, that's her damn business
As
too.
long as she ain't got her badge on while she's doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I said we should be in uniform. I mean, cops
No,
cops
absolutely.
be doing TikToks in their uniform. You mad?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's so many male cops that are moonlighting as security and private contractors.
Bounty hunters.
Yeah, and stuff like that. You don't hear them complaining about them outside, and they wear their badge.
She pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
That sounded
definitely
like
did.
somebody fucking.
And they was
kicking.
complaining
For
to
real.
like the higher ups and all
Oh
that.
yeah, she done shook
Yeah,
her ass in somebody's husband's face.
Okay.
That's probably exactly
That's,
what
yeah. That's,
Don't get mad because your husband part of the Eat a Boo game.
right.
Okay, like
Right.
groceries, boo.
Leave us alone.
That's none of your business. That's
No,
what that
it's
lady
not.
want to do.
And that's what people don't understand.
Let Melissa live.
Mind your fucking business. Mind the business that pays you. Because we
Right.
waste so much fucking energy and like focus on your shit.
Right.
Those stones we live in a glass house. The laps of luxury and
Right.
that, and you ain't never did some shit that you know what I'm saying? What if she could have made millions off that damn video? Mind your business.
And try to get her
It's a
to like
paycheck.
lose her
They
job.
just mad
is
because it wasn't
insane.
them.
Yeah, you wish you was doing that.
That's it. They just mad because it wasn't them.
Beautiful girl. They hate, and that's exactly what that is.
Oh, you a
hope
hot
she was
mess.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, I would hope so. Get all you can. I mean, it's not like she was stripping. Like I said, was stripping.
So if she won't beautiful?
No, I would hope. I didn't mean it like that. I would hope.
That's what I was like, oh.
I mean, I would hope this can out of everything she get doing.
Right.
She probably break them
and
more
you know
than
what?
one.
You know what the stupid part is?
They making her famous.
Oh,
They
yeah.
making her famous.
Because now that you're talking about it in the media, somebody else going to click that video to go
Yeah.
see it.
Absolutely.
Let me see what she look like in this video.
She's ready to be getting booked for other music
Booked and
videos.
busy. NYPD will no longer be a part of her agenda.
She need to just tell them thank you.
She gonna be like, I'm going on tour.
Put money in my pocket.
In the PD.
Yep.
Going on tour. She gonna be doing her big one.
Good luck.
Yep.
Hopefully you make enough money you can quit the goddamn police.
Yep. Good luck, Godspeed.
Good luck.
Oh no, they be having good benefits when they retire. She might want to keep that shit. So when the stripper body ain't bodying no more.
When the stripper body ain't stripping no more.
She'll have a backup. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not like she is stripping. She just was stripping
In
for
the video. She was acting.
And she was acting.
You're mad at her for being an actor.
Yeah.
Actress.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Have no style.
Get a fucking life, man. This is
Yep.
I get that.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of getting life, let's do this in a while.
I think I'm gonna stop making up numbers. People react.
What?
Girl, don't you love it when you hear a good
If you
rumor
can
about
see, I can make
yourself?
the rumors.
And you be like, I did what?
It's not a rumor.
All right, y'all. We got birthdays now. Y'all, all right, y'all. Happy birthday to everybody at March 7th. I'll be honest with you, I don't have it up like I usually do. I'm gonna
I
help
got
y'all
you though.
with.
I got your back.
You got my back, and I appreciate that. So here we do.
And it's only the people that I can recognize.
Whoever else say you come in and help me out.
Okay, whoa, Vicky.
I don't know who the fuck.
She's a reality star baddie, and she was like an ex-porn star turned into a religious person that decided she wanted to pray.
I think she flip-flops whenever she wants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go
So
first.
she flip flops for the lights.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Bryan Cranston, Wanda Sykes, and Brandon T. Jackson.
All right, well, that's probably about. Oh, Amanda Gorman.
She's the poet. Yes.
The poet, laureate. That's what you said. Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
That's
I had you want that many.
yeah, it won't that. We got great birthdays coming up in the next couple weeks.
But I got a list.
So let me get y'all a personal list. Who you got for us today, Miss?
So I got Christina Quinn, Damian Burton, Charles Easley, aka Chucky D, aka iPhone, Brandon Baptist, Dion the Butcher, Yashika Robinson, Portia Jones, Tiffany Hardy, aka Biscuit, Kelly Barker, and my homegirl, she was just up here Monday, Keisha Barnett Robinson, aka Miss King Monte. Happy birthday, y'all.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna hit y'all with a little more music. We got some special guests in the building today that we're gonna talk to in a little bit. Before we do that, that was from the ladies. This is Escape. Just kicking it.
We ain't about to lay back and keep it. Time to move.
We gotta go out there.
All right, hold on. Don't do it.
Freeze. I said I'm gonna make a room with them. I said picture say no ma'am. No ma'am.
It'd be amazing all the stuff when you find out new shit about your stuff. You'd be like, I
don't really have that problem. Somebody told me they was like many people
She don't want to be on the screen.
All right, so I got that working. Now I just gotta get to the house. Oh, you never hit the reload, right?
No, I didn't see a reload button. And I've been trying.
Yeah, I see it. I got it.
So do you need me to?
Yeah, I need you to.
Come on,
Where you see reload button?
Just hit the screen. Oh no, not that. Go back. Hit the the
whole time she going.
No, yeah,
Well, we're on the internet?
Yeah, go to
I know you talking, come on.
no. Hit that one, square one. Alright, now hit that. Yeah, hit the. Oh, you want to get all off. Have it.
They keep just bringing the same thing up.
Thanks.
Y'all are lifesavers.
Let's make it crazy. I mean, that was unfair.
That's wrong.
He won't show me, but
You know what I'm saying?
What's it?
he won't show me.
No.
That's what
I can't. Two things. And see what Brian's been away.
One girl outfit, I'm gonna show you no money.
The after party.
Right. Yep.
You change it. You know they gonna.
No, y'all could give me too much.
Yeah, they
credit.
need these, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't need them at all. That's what I figured out, that the mics on these will carry. No, we don't need those. The mics on the cameras will carry.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we don't.
Oh, good.
awesome. That's stress.
Yeah.
Is it like street parking down that way?
Yes.
Yeah, there's parking lots all around.
I'm having a
Oh, I already know.
It was on me. I was
But I'm gonna give it to them in pieces so that they won't get it.
The Super Bowl Sunday, you had the thing on Monday.
But the first clue. That was her first clue. I'm say all because this one.
Because I'm so focused. Like I lose sleep and everything because I just gotta get it done. You know, that was a fun piece to make. So that's probably why.
I was pushing it and it was like, I had already put together in the outfit and the like.
Because I had a pair of old jeans. And I just kept looking at the jeans. I was like, they too big for me. I ain't gonna wear them anyway. I was like,
Yeah. So
Just like that.
people really responded to that part of it.
Try not to touch the screen.
Because it was unlike.
I'm just saying, that's what happened last time.
So they were like,
I don't know about not touching the screen 100%.
so I actually just got an email.
All right, move over to the side because it's. Oh shit, I'm wrong.
We need a place to sit.
I already got that camera on. That's our camera. Hit that. Go to the settings button. All right, go to camera. Just hit the settings on the side that says camera. Oh, okay. And,
So you want to flip it?
yeah, flip it.
You would have come here.
All right.
Oh,
to go back.
See, I'm a little tech savvy. I be knowing.
I ain't worried about me being on right now.
So it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
But I was like, if they come
Thank
back
you.
to DC, I would definitely do DC again.
Oh no! Hit that. Send the broadcast. The blue button.
I want one extra.
I'm sorry. Hit the blue button.
No.
Like I'm not on.
There we go. All right, we good now.
Okay.
All right.
Is that
I
your
was about to
final
say that's
answer?
what she
That's
said.
That's your final answer.
All right.
Okay. Exodus dropped our clues too.
All right.
That's
That's why I can't do this.
It's like Harry Potter.
All right, here we go. All right, so now we just gotta wait for the song to be over, and then we're good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Eric, do me a favor, sit in the middle, in the front of the middle.
Sure.
Good.
I'd like to talk over the tongue too.
Just sit the second tallest person behind you.
Your earphones hanging down.
Yeah, it's all right.
Thank you.
Just so I can be able to see you, because I mean, I'm gonna address the first set of questions to you.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of want you to be centered
Okay.
in this.
Hold on to it while you can.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's how we heard the back.
I'm just kidding.
We got everybody except you. Let me get you. Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, if you want to sit in the back behind
I
the
sure
side
will.
her, that way you might want a chair.
You might need a chair. Hey, RJ. How you doing? Send us a shout out. Send us some things you can listen to.
This is gonna be ironic when you go and look at it.
Welcome back to the afternoon drive. Anybody that's paying attention to us, we're doing something completely different.
Mobile radio.
Yeah, we're doing mobile radio. We have the cast and crew with Sunday after church with us right now. And y'all can't hear it, but I'm giving y'all applause, so you just pretend like you hear it. We got the cast and crew Sunday after church in the building. We're going to talk to them about this incredible event that they have going on, premiering tomorrow at the Hippodrome, right?
Correct, sir.
At the Hippodrome. Now, this is what happened. Eric Cinnamon Brown did an interview last week and a half ago with our boy Gary Hughes on Real Voices. And then Gary's like, you need to have this dude on because he's entertaining and he has a lot of other people that are part of this event. So we decided, okay, let's kind of do have him on right before the event. Then this morning, Gary hit me up. It's like, I'm going to replay my interview with Eric today. So let's just make this whole day about the whole Sunday. The whole day was dedicated to you. So anybody that's been on our network this morning, they got the interview with you at 2:00, and then it went straight to this. And I just want to thank you for coming through. If you can, introduce everybody in the building, starting with yourself. Well, you don't have to introduce everybody. Starting with yourself, introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then we'll go to everybody else.
Hi, my name is Eric Brown, aka Cinnamon Brown, writer and executive producer for Cinnamon Brown Studios.
I'm Sherelle. I am one of the actors in the Sunday After Church series.
I'm not going to determine order, so
It's on your own.
Ladies
first.
I'm Shia. I play Tracy in Sundays After Church.
You did say ladies first. So yeah.
I'm Letitia Argola. I'm Sandra, the lead actress in Sundays After Church.
I'm Ronnie Hudson II. I play Pastor Clayton in Sundays After Church.
And I'm Brian Dargan the first, producer.
Not the first.
Producer.
You're like, he's not getting all that time. I'm going to have
I play Deacon Clutch in Sundays After Church.
All right, before we get started, I do want to say this. As y'all were coming in today, we were doing in the studio. As y'all were coming in today, I witnessed the interaction that you all have. You all seem to genuinely like each other. And like, I mean, you gave hugs and stuff like that.
She gave screeches.
Yeah, you all genuinely like each other. Was this a relationship before the play? What was it, a play or?
No, it's
of the movies? Because it's going to be a TV series, right?
TV series.
Was this a relationship prior to the TV series, or you all basically just met each other?
No, me and Brian met first with the director, and then Letitia was in the first one we did called Cuffed, and then she referred us to Ronnie. Then we met Sherelle, and we met Shia on Toxic. She worked on Toxic with us, so it's just we have a good synergy where we seem to. At this point, we're attracting really good people that are serious about their craft, and they don't bring any bullshit. That's the one thing.
That's what's up.
So we screen all that out. We just won't tolerate it. So I just won't have people around me that bring that energy to the set. So we just don't have it. So
protect your energy.
Yeah, me, Brian, and Ethan, and my wife, who's the other EP, we just don't tolerate it. So if someone's not a good fit, we just like, look, exit stage left and keep
Save the drama.
Yep.
And going over your interview with Gary, you had told some great stories. I think you told too much about the spat stuff. That might be on your ass later on. But you told some great stories. Please explain to them the story of your name, your writing name. And,
I've been writing for over 15 years. I was writing under my name, Eric Brown, Nothing Sold. I did books of all types. I used to come to the Happily Natural Festival every year, come to the booth, wouldn't move a thing. And so finally I was on the road in Philly, and I was watching these women buy these books, and they were buying 3 or 4 at a time. And the bestseller day was called Thong on Fire. And I was the top seller of the day.
Thong on Fire. That does not sound kosher whatsoever.
So, right, exactly.
So I was like,
yeah, from a woman's point of view, no.
Exactly. So I asked the person running it, she's like, this is what sells. So I thought about it, and at the time I needed more money because my first wife had cancer,
right? And
cancer costs money, so I needed to figure out fast. So I was working at the spy agency, and they had been teaching me how to set up fake personas online to basically drawing people to spy for you. That's where I learned it. So I spent 6 months or so.
I did ask you that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talk too much about Trump.
No, it's all good.
So I don't know who listens to us.
But I watched the market. I created a persona and started asking them what they really wanted to read about, pretending to be a woman. And that's how I wrote my first bestseller was I Am That Bitch. And that became a #1 bestseller under the name Cinnamon Brown.
I was going to say, is that how you ended up with Cinnamon Brown?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the name came from.
Because I'll be honest with you, I've been following you for a while based on everything you put on social media.
Yeah.
And when I found out you were a dude, I like, no, wait a minute. I don't want to make sense. Why would a dude name himself Cinnamon? And I'm not calling him Cinnamon.
You've seen Cedric the Entertainer.
Right. After I heard your story,
CB for short.
Yeah. Thank you. I never thought about that. CB. Because if you look, a lot of times when I post this stuff, I put Eric.
Yeah.
But you didn't even put C Brown because it was type it, let alone say.
Funny. As a grown man, I just couldn't do it. But after I heard your story, it made sense.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like one of the most boss shit you could do to, you're like, this is not working this way. The money don't have no gender on it. I'm going to make sure it works for me. So
that's a nice pivot.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, I was surprised to find out you were.
Was a cat.
Yeah, you did.
You catfished you, baby.
Yeah. You catfished. So then, before you announced it, when you were still, because I heard the stories. When you were still going to the bookstores and stuff, and you said you were basically the hired help. You were bringing in the books and stuff.
My first wife posed as me for all the book signings. So I just brought the books in and counted the money.
So y'all didn't know that? I didn't know that. I guess y'all didn't know.
She's a writer.
But when
Mr. and Mrs. Cinnamon Brown.
Before, and condolences to you, before your wife passed, did you ever acknowledge who you were in the bookstore setting?
No, that was always her.
Okay.
She did all the book signings. So she did all the pictures with people, like, hey, what's up? She did all that. I just brought the books out and handed them to her to sign. Because she read through all the books, she would tell me, women don't like this, and read out. So I would rewrite it based on her guidance on stuff for women.
Wow.
That's what's up.
So it was 2-in-1, right? So it really was Mr. and Mrs. Cinnamon Brown. It wasn't missing at all.
That's beautiful.
So I printed
my alias.
Yeah. So I printed 15 books. So up total.
Wow, that's nice. I also, like I said, I've been following you for a while, so I've been privy to some of the other things you did. We're going to talk about Sunday After Church in a minute, but just to enlighten our audience, tell me about the other plays and movies you've done.
Out of the books, the first movie we did together was Cuffed, and that's a day in the life of an F-boy. So basically,
you mean like fuck boy? Like,
yeah, you can say that.
And so
I just make sure I ain't stand for nothing else because in 2025 these words. I don't know.
So when I was doing book signings here in Richmond, women would come tell me, but before I changed my name to Cinnamon, I was just Eric Brown, and women would just like, I had this dude do this, this, and this, and they were just dropping all these crazy stories on me of them getting played by dudes and them taking care of the dudes, like paying bills, taking care of the guy's mama, like all kinds of stuff. So I just kept that in the pocket, and then I thought, let me put out something that can be comedic, but also show women how F-boys really move. So I created a comedic version where he's narrating exactly what he's doing to manipulate the women in his life as he looks for his next sugar mama.
Where I need to see that.
That's on
TV. Got it.
I bet you a lot of guys are saying.
Yeah, because he said you put all the names out there.
You telling too much. We need to keep you safe, bro.
A lot of women was like,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a science to it, and the guys got it down to a science now. So it's like,
yeah,
all the women
they're doing their science, and we're doing girl math. Something ain't math.
Yeah.
I saw part of that. I wanted to watch it before my interview due, but I didn't get a chance to see it. But like I said, I heard about it from the other interview, and I was like, that's interesting. But I also thought that's dangerous as hell. But I love the idea. What's the next one? Toxic. Yeah, Toxic.
Yeah, so
tell me about Toxic. You got a little pattern going on right here too.
This came from working at the spy agency.
Okay.
When I worked at the spy DIA, I was reading how people turn people into spies because I used to help teach it. So I had to read all the documents, and when I read all the documents, I was like, "Oh, this is nothing but pimping." But they broke it down to 4 steps.
I love that story.
It's basically taking 4 steps to turn somebody into a hoe. That's all it is.
Oh,
and once I realized
that one's called Toxic. That was on the list.
So women can use it on men, men can use it on women. It depends on who it is. So that's in the back of my head, all these relationships. So when Toxic came up, we were at the premiere of Cuffed, and men were like, "Dude, ain't all dudes ain't players like this," and they got mad in the audience and asked, like, "When got it coming?" So when I wrote Toxic, I had met so many men with crazy girlfriend or wife stories that I compressed it all into one person. And so that became the genesis of Toxic.
And now a couple of y'all were in Toxic, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
are you toxic?
No.
You look like you got a crazy edge to you.
It's always the sweetest one.
But watch Toxic.
Always the sweetest one. She just gives like, I'm gonna get your ass. I ain't even gonna let you know I'm coming, but I'm coming.
So for again, what was your name again?
Shia.
For your role in Toxic, what was that like?
It was, it took me out of character, so that's why I said.
Well, they saying it didn't. Go ahead. What was that?
I am who I am. Like, what you see me, this is. So when you do see me, of course, every character is a bit, but I play the character. So it is a very.
It's a different version of yourself.
Yeah, it's a, yeah.
I like that.
It's all one good way to.
You understand what you disagree? You know what you agree to, right? She said it's a different version of you. And you said yeah.
Meaning the character.
No, man. Your personality.
We don't have that much wall for you to back out of.
You walk straight into that one.
But you know, as girls, we have a lot of different sides.
Right.
So being able to play to all of them, you just never know.
We're until
we get there.
What's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh.
Wow.
She's like, I can't. No words.
Wow.
As an actress, was that your first piece?
No, I actually am on Swagger as well on Apple TV.
Okay. My son was listening to it. I just watched that.
That was actually my first co-star. So that was, and then I have a Virginia Lottery commercial after that. So this was coming into the lines after working on those projects. So I was just very blessed to be able to fall in and meet some dope people and just creatives. And our director, I worked with him on another film. So that's another connection that let me know, hey, they have a cast call. I'm like, I'm sure. Yeah. And then when I started getting more information about it, it was I loved it. I loved this girl when I read it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're sorry.
What was the director's name again?
Ethan X.
Ethan. Okay, I met Ethan because Ethan did RJ's, Robert Brown.
Yeah.
We had him. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean I didn't mean that. I just, when you said that, I thought to myself, I think I met Ethan.
Yeah.
Letitia.
You're an
not good with
actress.
names, y'all. I just like,
If I point to you, that's what I'm doing. I'll be honest. Yeah, I wear a name. I got my name on my chest because I sometimes forget. Matter of fact, I got a two-face on my chest because sometimes I forget. How did you get into acting?
Oh, wow. So I started off dancing.
Okay.
As a dancer. And then,
You weren't a cop for NYPD, right?
right.
I didn't do a music video.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody mad at you.
I mean, I've done music videos.
No, this is a different.
You want to strip
You wasn't
No,
being a stripper in no video.
It was a previous conversation. I'm sorry.
We just picking with you. She looking like, what the hell?
You told me that shit. Yeah.
She said everybody's in on this joke, but me. I don't appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
What type of dance did you do?
Ballet, modern,
Awesome.
jazz, liturgical.
I can see you doing ballet.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, time out. Now you do what?
That's all he heard.
I love it.
Oh yes, it's a good exercise.
And
So technically, I could have been right from the first question. Yeah.
Funny story. So when I first moved to Atlanta, of course I got in a car accident because who doesn't?
Atlanta.
And I had to go to physical therapy. So my therapist, he was this black guy, really nice, and he was like, "So you look pretty fit. What do you do?" I said, "Well, I just moved here from the Caribbean, and I'm a dancer." And he was like, he paused. He said, what kind of dance?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You in Atlanta.
And so
you're in Atlanta.
So I called off everything I just told you guys, and he was like, "Okay, in Atlanta, don't say you're a dancer."
Thank you.
And he said, "Because that means you're a stripper. You dance.
Right.
You are a
He said,
performer.
say, I do ballet."
Right.
Yeah.
I also want to say one thing. Did I tell you my Stacey Dash?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I just.
I used to do
A lot.
that all the time in college, especially because I was a majorette at the HBCU, and I used to get that all the time.
And you
like
sound like her.
Yeah, you sound like
That's what
her.
they used to tell me.
I don't know if it's a good thing though.
she's
No,
doing
no,
great.
She is not. She's not okay.
I don't know if that's not a compliment no more, but she's not an ass
I used to go to this church, and they used to call me Dish.
Instead of Dash,
Yeah.
Dish.
And keeping with our ladies' first thing, please introduce yourself once again.
I'm Sherelle.
Sherelle, how long have you been acting?
I would say I started about maybe 8 years ago. Started off in stage plays, and just kind of slowly advancing into some commercials and then just a film here and there, and that's pretty much how I started.
Okay, how did you get introduced to this cast?
I got introduced to this cast because Eric, he had a post, and
You mean
I was
cinnamon?
like,
Cinnamon.
cinnamon, right? Cinnamon.
She said
But he had a post, and I was interested, and I think I snuck in probably into Messenger, and I was like, "Hey, you're still having auditions?" And this and that. He was like, "Yeah, come on in." And he had me do a recording, and that was it.
So you said you've done stage plays and stuff like that.
Yes.
Is doing a stage play any different
I was gonna ask that question too.
Yes.
from?
It's different.
You took a
It's
breath. Is it more stressful or something?
Just a little bit.
and then her voice got higher. Did y'all catch that?
No, I mean, I'm love stage plays because you do just get this rush because it's a one-time take. You know, it's not like film where you can like pause and go again. But from my experience, it has required probably a lot more dedication and commitment because you're constantly practicing, you're constantly rehearsing, and they already know. It takes a lot of time.
Everybody head is nodding.
Yeah.
Do people feed you lines in stage plays? Like, or do you have to really remember all your lines?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. It's a team effort, so you know it happens. We gonna forget what we supposed to say, but I think that's where that connection and that chemistry comes in. So you can just pick it up and just keep it rolling.
You gotta be able to improv.
I was thinking that too.
I thought you had more to that, and I don't know how to cut you off once. Brother, introduce yourself again.
I'm Ronnie Hudson, the second.
The second.
Not the first.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the Eagle guy with the first one.
Wow,
yeah.
Don't put that label on me.
Make it plain.
So, Ronnie, how long have you been doing this, brother?
Man, now I guess I'm going on. I got a story similar to Sherelle. I'm going on. Where we at now? 8-9 years.
Wow. And this is for all of you all, honestly. Is this what you wanted to do growing up?
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny.
Awesome.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I knew there was
Yeah.
Well,
because his whole
The
face
way he
said,
looked,
like, nah.
I'm gonna put it this way. It was never, to me, it was not a possibility. I grew up in rural Georgia, Watley, small town, about 2,000 people, one traffic light.
Okay.
TV, movies, Hollywood, that lived inside of that box. Had no idea. I mean, I did church, stuff, Easter speeches and stuff like that. You had to do monologues and stuff, but actually pursuing this as a career never was feasible. Like, so I played sports, we played video games. That's the stuff we stuck to. We got into our books, so my life, like I said, I'm an engineer. That's what I'm a full-time engineer even today. I work for Caterpillar, so that was the career path that I took. Electrical engineering, master's in systems engineering, did all of that. It wasn't until, like I said, about 8-9 years ago when I had an opportunity to do my first stage play in Peoria, Illinois, where this actually became something that I thought that I might can achieve.
So what was that?
I was going to ask him, what was the click for you?
Really, the first play I did, it was an original stage play. It was a musical, and I actually
You sang too.
I do a little.
We got to sing on that crew too.
I do a little.
Here we get a little
Like give y'all that, next time. But no,
You on the same wave.
But no, like I said, the first play, that first play, it was more so like they talk about. It's you get instant feedback when you do a play, when you do stage. You gotta know all your lines. You gotta do it. There's no cut. There's no take back. If somebody drops a line and forgets something, somebody gotta figure out how to keep going.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna stop you from, hey, stop. Let's rewind that. You gotta start over. No, you just gotta figure out how to keep going. And so after doing that first play, you immediately get people coming up to you and just like, oh my gosh, you were amazing. I love like you should do this. Like people telling me all this stuff. So then I did another one, and I had a pretty significant role in that one. And from there, it kind of it kind of just took off because the more and more you hear that you got something, you start to believe it. And I'm like, I think I might actually have something here. So I started.
So it's like that first applause kind of lit something in you.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. I think a lot of people that do this, entertainment wise, the first type of recognition, the first type of, acknowledgement that you have a talent, that you have a gift, even if you don't think so yourself, kind of puts you over the edge.
Right.
Kind of like we were saying with you. Yeah, exactly. Right. She knows she can sing.
It's not the same.
but
Put a little bit of auto-tune.
It's not the same.
But
Not a little bit.
I think that's amazing that a lot of people.
She said full T-baby. Let it go.
A lot of people out there in this world probably have the gift, but if they don't have that opportunity, they won't never get a chance to do it. And this is, I'm assuming with all of y'all, this is something y'all love doing because it's not easy. It's not an easy gig. Trying to learn your lines, trying to learn your positions and everything. So
and the space itself.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to go there, and somebody can be 70 years old. Somebody can be 3. Like it's a space that you can be yourself regardless. And that's why I'm a cheer coach as well. I have my own cheer business. So I'm very responsible.
What?
Cheer like
cheerleading.
Okay. I thought I knew athletic star potential shout out. I thought I knew you. Yeah, I am. I thought I knew you. Yes, girl. Just remember who you was. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. No.
Oh no, we good.
Just my other life. Yeah, but I was just saying with that, I don't have to be responsible when I go to set. I can just be me, show up, and it's just having that space is just.
And it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
Like you love it. Like, so I'm a registered nurse. So my shifts.
You know her too?
I know.
I didn't want you to know.
We just talk about how think we know a lot of people.
Yeah, we do.
Just let me be me. You know what I'm saying? Just let me be me.
So, we work 12-hour shifts sometimes, right? Depending on what area you're in. But so by 3 hours in, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Is it time to eat lunch? I can be on set from 6 in the morning to 11 at night, and I'm still like, let's go. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't feel like work.
All right, brother. We're coming to you now.
We go number 1.
We're going, Let me get you. Everybody else be quiet. Let me get you announce your name one more time, brother. And I'm putting applause to this one too. Talking about
Now I want to be number 1. What's that?
I'm always gonna be number 1.
There you go.
Come on.
Introduce yourself one more time, please.
My name is Brian Dargan. I play Deacon Clutch in Sundays After Church, but I'm also a producer and wardrobe and creative director.
Okay. All right. What got you started with this?
I actually started as a child. I was doing some catalog modeling for like Buster Brown and Macy's, the Easter catalog.
Yeah, they all young. They don't know who Buster Brown is.
Yes, first of all.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. That side. Mind your business. You don't know what I know. Continue, sir.
So I was doing like catalog modeling and stuff. At 11, I auditioned for the new Mickey Mouse Club.
Time out. Y'all know who that is.
Oh my God. We
time in. I'm sorry.
That's with the Justin. And the, I know.
So then there was a big break in terms of auditioning and actually getting roles and stuff. It was a big break in between that. So finished high school in Virginia, came back to. I'm originally from Virginia and went to New York. After high school, went back to New York and was grinding it out for a while, and got a lead role in a film called Raging Boom in 2015, and was kind of on a roll for a little bit. After that, then a lot more rejection came, wasn't getting roles. Moved back home, here to Virginia in 2018, got Harriet, and has been on a roll since then too, in terms of getting roles and working behind the scenes as well. So met Eric, and we hit it off, and we've been going ever since. So I worked on Cuffed, I worked on Toxic, and I'm working on Sundays After Church.
Wow. Okay. All right. Because you've done this as a child, typical child star.
No, not a star at all.
I mean,
typical child actor.
Typical. I'm gonna say you a star, brother, because you with us now.
Because you can say number 1 and then say you're a star.
I'm the first.
How you gonna say you? Don't say both.
Well, me saying Brian Dargan number 1 was just a joke.
But you gotta stand on business with that. We hold your feet to that fire. 10 toes.
Well, I'm not shrinking myself.
Okay, good. That's what we're saying.
But I don't think stardom is realistic always. And I also like to share the the story of struggle and rejection.
And you said rejection, and I never heard anybody really talk about rejection.
Yeah, rejection is very real.
And I commend you for that. You know why? Because these 2025 microwave babies, they think they can press the button and it just, they need to hear that because they don't see that. They think making videos on TikTok will instantly make them rich.
Yeah, I mean, I don't come from that era. Like a lot of my work was foot to block, you know, auditions. Right. Oh, sorry, you're not the right fit for this.
Right.
I started showing up to auditions that call for Asian women with green eyes and triplets, you know, because sometimes the director or the casting person doesn't necessarily know.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
So you walk that one back? What you mean? Like that's the role they were trying to fill?
So they'll have a role, right?
Right.
And they'll be like, I'm looking for an Asian woman with green eyes and triplets, right?
And you thought you fit that description?
I knew I didn't.
Oh, okay, all right.
I knew I didn't, but I would show up anyway because sometimes a casting director, even if it's not for that role, they'd be like,
well, you can fit something else.
I did a play like that. Well, the director of this play, she was calling for 20-somethings. I'm nowhere near that anymore, but I wrote her and said, hey, I know you're calling for 20-somethings, but if you happen to have a role, I'll stand in the corner, I'll be the butcher, you know, let me know and I will, I'll show up. And she actually called me back. So you never know until you put yourself out there. Yeah. And like I said, that road is full of rejection. And so sometimes the opportunities are there and sometimes you have to make the opportunity.
Right. This falls into what I was talking about, the child star or child actor. Do you think it was your upbringing of being in the business so long that afforded you the common sense, or not even common sense, afforded you the know-how, that just because this is what they're asking for right now, it doesn't mean that this is it. It doesn't mean that, do you think anybody just starting today would take that route?
No, they microwave ready kids. That's right.
Yeah, no, I just think I grew up in a time where common sense was important.
And then foot to pavement meant something.
And not putting all your eggs into one basket.
Right.
You know, it's kind of, for me, it was like, okay, if I didn't get the role, I was hungry afterwards, so I would go get something to eat. And then, depending on how you're raised and who you're raised with, too, it's like, you got to have the balance of real life and expectation and what it is that you want to do. And so, you know, the rejection never bothered me as much as I've seen it bother other people because I knew I had other things that I could be doing. I had other talents. There were other things I wanted to pursue. So if the modeling and the acting and stuff didn't work out, maybe I'll do photography or maybe I'll groom other models or maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll do styling or there were other things that I wanted to do. And so it never really bothered me if I didn't get the role.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's looking. They see that we added another person to the crew. Let me get you to introduce yourself.
I'm Jonathan Jamar. I'm the assistant director on the project.
Okay, Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Jonathan, how did you get into this?
How did I get into Cinnamon Brown Entertainment?
No, it's just become one of the film. Let's do film. Yeah.
Well, film. Since I was a kid, honestly, basically I used to anything with a camera. I used to walk around with the camera with the VCR on it and film family reunions and things like that. And I always felt a strong connection to camera. I like to capture moments in that moment, right? That it's having. So like pictures was cool. I started trying to do photography and stuff like that, but you got to be a real magician because people want you to take a picture and then they want to make you look like
something.
Thank you,
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a photographer. That's
I'm
what
a
I do.
photographer too, so I understand.
I tell people all the time.
The worst thing ever happened to us is Photoshop.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah.
Girl told me one time, make my stomach disappear. I said, I'm not Jesus.
I mean, Photoshop works wonders.
It do. It works wonders, but you know, it takes away from you. It makes you look creative, but it takes away
from you.
Yeah, like I tell people, like I do a lot of modeling and stuff like that, and I have models that come to me and like make me look this way, and I'm like, I can, but then when you go, if you're going for a part, when you go to that place, that job,
they gonna wonder what happened,
and they go like, who the hell is this in this picture? And I don't think a lot of models get that. And I'm glad that you just said
Hey,
that.
mama, they're accustomed to the image that they portray versus the authenticity of who they really are. You know what I mean? So I got away from that because I'm like, yo, I'm a photographer, not a magician.
There you
And
go. Or a surgeon.
So I really got into the video aspect of it. I really got into the video aspect of it because a picture says 1,000 words, but when you put that video, you actually transport back into that space. So it's a form of, I might be a little out there with this, but it's a form of time traveling. You get to see how grandma made the food and stuff, and how your cousins was, and how they act, they laughed, all of that. So it's like a mini time machine. So I just fell in love with that.
So how did you hook up with Eric?
Oh, so really, it's a fun story.
That's all the spice you could think of. Just out of curiosity.
Like paprika.
It wasn't available. He just thought up a stripper name. It was catchy.
Okay, there you go. All right.
So he wasn't even going for season. He was going for a whole nother level. Yeah, already. That stripper might have been running short. I don't understand. That's the third stripper we had today.
How did you meet
I actually connected with Eric on another project, but how I even got into Richmond and film up here is the director on this film, Ethan X. Evans. We were literally first day in film school, and I kid you not, I don't know how else to tell this, but tell the truth. It was a guy and a lady both dressed in Grinch outfits. This is Full Sail University. There's not no Halloween, none of that. They're dressed in Grinch costumes, and
you might have walked in the wrong party, bro.
No Diddy in sight. So, I'm in classes. It's orientation, and the guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm new here. What do you do?" And I said, "I'm an aspiring filmmaker. I want to be a director." He was like, "Oh, you got to meet this guy." And then he drags me, and while he's dragging me this way, I see this other black gentleman getting dragged by another Grinch. And I'm like, what is happening? They was like,
the Grinches were recruiting.
Yeah, they was like, you guys got to.
I didn't know he was stealing people.
This story could went a whole different direction.
But true story. And they was like, you guys need to meet. And me and him was like, okay. And then they just left. And I was like, hey.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean? So, and that kind of hit it off. We was in class together and stuff like that. And ever since that day, like, we've been kind of inseparable. It's like my brothers. So.
That's what's up.
That's cool. That's cool.
Well, I'm glad you got dragged in.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to those Grinches.
I'm glad it didn't go in a whole different direction.
Right.
That story at the beginning had me like,
I'm like, brother, blink twice and you okay. Eric, tell me about Sunday after church, man. What was the idea behind this? What was the please tell me it's not a true story.
Pieces of it.
Okay.
Everything I write is based on some truth or some story I've seen in the news or somebody I know.
Okay.
Honestly, so
is that how you do all your stories? Because they all seem to have a piece, a little pinch of some sort of reality in it.
Correct. Yeah, I do that as a basis. I learned that when I was in college to take stuff from the news or social media that's probably a true story and then embellish it. So let it go further. So I wrote Sundays After Church as a novella when I was writing I'm That Bitch. And it was going to be another series, but then I got caught up in life and stuff like that. So once I got back to doing the films, and I was always my favorite book to write, even more fun than writing I'm That Bitch. And I saw more ability with it. So I got the chance to write it and chop it up. And it's basically the story, again, based in a certain amount of truth, where a naive church woman is recruited or scoped out to be the wife of a mega church pastor. And so she gets into a whirlwind romance and swooped into this new lifestyle because she came from a little like tiny church. Loves the Lord, earnest with that. But then the marriage isn't what it seems. And so she ends up in an illicit affair with the side piece in the church and has to keep it.
Wait a minute, the church got a side piece?
The church
Girl, it happens every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's essentially she learns that the church she married into has a much darker agenda, and she has to decide, is she going to be a part of that journey with that church?
You the side piece?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, I just asked. Let me explain. Okay, let me explain. Because when you got to that part, she was like, I didn't know whether that was a signal. I'm
But
like,
it was the pastor's wife that had the affair.
Right.
Yeah, but she said the
No,
church.
he said
No.
something else.
It was the pastor's wife that had the affair.
No,
because she was really.
So,
No. It's the pastor's wife that had the affair, not the pastor. I was trying to catch on.
Backtracking a little bit, I understand now it makes more sense because Eric Brown wouldn't have sold I'm That Bitch. But Cinnamon would. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It really makes sense.
People still want the fourth book. It's 3 of those books.
Really?
They still want the 4th.
Yeah.
So you gonna give it to them, right?
I don't know if I get time, but I would love to do them more as movies.
Are you on Amazon?
Yep. That's where I made it. Because I tried to write for years, get an agent, couldn't get an agent, couldn't break into Hollywood.
I read like 160 books a year, so I'll be.
And I started self-publishing in 2013.
Tell me about the self-publishing. And I based on what you just said, I understand why you're doing it. What is it like?
That's the easy part. It's the marketing.
So
you got to figure
the
out
marketing is the hard,
what your audience wants. So I sat online pretending to be Cinnamon Brown, saying, "Hey girl, what you like? What you want to do? What type of man
you might
like?"
want to.
And you learn. You learn.
Yeah. So that was like an end scene.
Yeah.
It was the hey girl for me.
Yeah. And so I was.
You started off right though.
He did.
And all the women started taking.
So what you gonna say back to somebody and say, "Hey girl," then say, "Hey girl."
Hey girl.
Hey girl. Hey girl.
So I built the following.
You built the file. Cinnamon built the file.
So I would talk to them in the chat room about their relationship problems, what they want to read in the books, and I started pulling it.
No.
That's what I was pulling. No, what?
No. Somebody can come after your ass eventually. No.
It's interesting.
Because he ain't got to use names. He ain't got to use names or nothing. Like
everybody's privacy is protected.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I could just see somebody to see this video and like that mother. And be like, I done told him everything about
and that's a whole ass dude.
He didn't say he was a therapist. It was his fault that they wanted to tell.
How do you find? How easy do you find people being able to relate to cinema?
It's very interesting. Like,
is this part of your spy thing that made it easier for you?
I just learned to talk to people a little different. But then I was doing Uber before I did Cuffed, just on the side to some side money.
Okay.
And people want to tell you stuff. If you
they do. Absolutely.
So the funniest story I had driving Uber was this woman, was an older lady. I picked her up on a Sunday morning from her job. And she just downloaded all her crazy life story where she was angry at her daughter for stealing her sugar daddy. Mm-hmm. So she gave me the whole thing where her daughter stole her sugar daddy. And she told me the 30-minute ride. She's downloaded everything. And I'm like, damn.
I think people feel that they might not ever see you again, so it's a whole lot easier to.
Until they put it on the side and hear about
it. It was like, that's that motherfucker.
First of all, that was my Uber driver.
Another guy was like, he shot up his girl's car because he didn't want her to leave him.
Wow.
That's my face.
He got arrested, but he didn't want to, he didn't mean to hurt her. He gave me this whole spiel.
That he never did.
Yeah. But he just shot the tires out.
That's what the car sit on though. The car sit on the tire.
Just was placed there first.
And he was getting her back for slashing his tires.
It doesn't matter. Confessions. You should have put a camera in that Uber confessions.
Yeah, you need to. I was gonna say you need to redo taxi cab confessions.
Exactly. So once you let people talk and just ask them open-ended question, they relax and just start downloading because it's therapy for them.
It is.
Do you go places just to get content?
Yeah. I just I talk to all kind of people. I've talked to prostitutes, pimps. There was a pimp that taught me how to invest in margin calls on the stock market.
I bet.
And he just broke the game all down to me. And I looked it up and I'm like, he wasn't lying. He had the game. Wow. But you met so many people that have this stuff, and if you just listen, you'll learn.
The knowledge.
Yeah. Shout out to the pimp.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Shout out to the pimp.
I had no idea that y'all funded by some pimp.
Order the
It's amazing, bro. Like I said, when I was listening to y'all interview, and I learned so much about how you got to where you are, and it's amazing. And like we joke a lot, man. So please don't take too much that we're saying seriously. But I'm amazed at how you took. First of all, you took the tragedy of your wife passing, and how you continue to move forward and continue to do stuff, keeping the name Cinnamon, because it's almost like you're including her in what you're doing, and I think that's great. What? How did you decide to do this at the Hippodrome?
Well, we did the first one, Toxic, at the Hippodrome, but I wanted, because I like to do Black content for Black people, black people in it.
Thank you.
And so the Hippodrome,
and having Hippodrome being
a national treasure or a historically Black theater, it made sense. And when I saw it and went in and saw how Ron had redecorated, I was like, ooh, this is better than where I was even at before that. So that's why I like doing it, and it feels like this is these for us by us.
Okay.
So from the end, from the inception of the story to the very end release, it's all Black. So I want to do that. So I've been in spaces where people feel like we can't do stuff on our own, and I feel like we need to demonstrate for ourselves that we can build our own network, we can build our own shows.
So that is a very conscious effort that you're making.
Yeah, exactly. And all the people that I bring on, it's to give them opportunity, because I was never given that. I was always told no, all the rejection. So I had to create my own.
Right.
And then actually with the acting, because that's not my thing. I'll write, I produce. But then seeing what the actors can do with it when you give them good parts, because I've seen great actors with bad material all the time. And we all see this in a lot of Black content, especially by white people. You don't know this.
Yeah.
You've seen the stuff from the 70s. Most of that was written by white people.
Yeah.
And so it's just, they want to create a whole visual narrative of what we are like. And so I want to create content where even though it may be salacious, there are layers to the humanity, and people can, and then the actors can stretch.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The actors can stretch, and some days you're going to hate them. Sometimes you're going to empathize with them. But I wanted that layers there.
They're not one notes.
Exactly.
Have you, because you're the writer, and because obviously there's always going to be comparisons to like the Tyler Perry's or something like that.
I was going there too.
I did once in college.
But nothing that you've done recently?
I was an extra in where I met Brian. I was an extra in that film. That was it.
So you've never thought that maybe I should be in Top
I'm not
Secret?
that. It's not my thing. No, because
so you're behind the scenes.
I'm behind the scenes. Okay. I don't have the energy for it. You have to put that energy out.
Yeah, become the
person. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier.
Yeah, and I'm internal. I'm always thinking of whole plots. That's a lot. One character. So when I write it to a certain level of depth, but then I'm leaving it open-ended to let the actor develop it and add that substance to it. And then we know when we see it, they're like, yeah, you got it.
How much, and this is for all you, anybody can answer, how much of what, percentage-wise, how much of what Eric puts on paper makes it to the screen? Because I've seen a lot, I've known a lot of writers and stuff that kind of let their people improvise and ad lib. Is that kind of what y'all have with him, or he's more free about, this is what's written?
It's been a bit of both.
Okay.
Probably like 90% if you would put a percent on there.
Really?
The 10% is either how they maneuver it with their personalities, or it's just like, okay, this doesn't work here, but that's rarely ever
He's such a great writer.
He's a great writer. So.
He's such a great writer that you don't really want to tweak it or change it too much.
Right. I see y'all working for Sundays out here.
I like and every scene has conflict in it, so you're always going to have conflict in every scene. So it lets the actors push. They've got that push and pull. So every scene that they have, there's going to be some sort of conflict that they have to work through. And that pushes them to develop what they're going to do, nuances, body language. So they start adding their own sauce to it anyway. And then you see what they add to that extra layer with those nuances. It's like, wow, okay. Especially when they put that energy behind it, which I don't have to give as an actor. That's what they do.
And there's a freedom in that, I think, for the actors and because they don't really get an opportunity like that often, where it's collaborative. And so I think that gives them the freedom to kind of try and figure out without being over the top. Like they stay within the realm of their character. But
Ethan's thing is less is more.
That's his
Yeah.
book. It's not Shakespeare. Yeah. It's not
Or
Othello.
theater.
Or theater.
It's film.
Yes.
She said it's film, tone it down.
Yeah, because theater and film is.
I'm looking for everybody's input on this, because this is something, as someone who enjoys film, as someone who enjoys, especially our films, I think there's a lot of shortcuts being taken in a lot of the things nowadays. And I'm not trying to shit on anybody's work. I understand this is far from easy. It's a lot easier now to put out work.
Yeah.
And I personally think, this is my opinion, I personally think that because it's become so easy, people are not putting the same type of energy, yeah, and respect, to respect the people that came before us, like some of the greats. And I think a lot of, and I made a joke earlier about Tubi, but I think a lot of some of the films that we have available that made by us, for us, so to speak, are kind of doing us a disservice because it seems like they just threw it together.
Right. They did it with their phone.
Right.
They did it in somebody's backyard.
But you also take your audience for granted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm asking you all opinion. How do you all feel about these shortcuts that are being made? I mean, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, and I had this conversation with Robert Brown when he was here a couple weeks ago. One thing, because I'm into movies and because I talk with, like I said, my boy Gary, who does movies, he got me noticing things that most people might not see it, but like if you're in a building and it's daytime coming through the windows.
Yes.
And then when you walk out, it's night. And then you get in the car, it's day again. It's like small things like that, or someone might have one shirt on in one scene.
That would drive Jonathan nuts.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that? What are your opinions on?
Or when you see the stunt person,
or the boom mic and stuff like that.
Yeah, you definitely see the stunt person's face change and hair.
Different, so it comes down to that production team. So I mean, you got some people that are still green in the business, some people that are growing, and when I say green, they just don't understand. They're still learning, so it's not a bad thing. They're just learning. And then you have people that are experts, and then you have them on the same team. So then you're crossing, and it's a lot of different things, and it's some people that don't agree with it, but they on that project.
Right.
So that don't mean they agree with it, but the money was talking, and it was a good project, and even though little things slept through, but
and that's the key point, the money.
Right.
So in 2020, the pandemic happened or whatever. That's kind of really when Tubi blew up.
Yeah.
Right.
And at the time, everybody sitting at home starved for content. We wanted something to watch, and so the more you watch, the more Tubi at that time was paying. They was putting out. So you got a lot of these films that you see get put on there was because let's just go do this thing real quick so we can get this check.
Right. Yeah.
We're not like the key word respect. They're not respecting the craft. They're not respecting the artistry of creating a film or even acting. They're just trying to get some content out the door so that they can get this check rolling in as soon as possible. And so that's the problem and the issue that you see with a lot of these things is because of the money. Luckily, I mean, I guess of late they've kind of changed their funding model a little bit, so it's not as lucrative to just go throw a movie out there and put it on Tubi now as it was
no more
before.
B movies.
So no, that's all they're gonna do. But it's B movies don't mean bad.
Yeah,
true, and that's
true.
Yeah. So it's not as so just trying to throw something together real quick just to put it on there is not as lucrative as it once was a few years ago. So you probably will see less of it as we go forward.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry.
So, in the business of entertainment, integrity comes in and like what levels you will go to and what levels you won't go to. And, I had a friend of mine who said that he went in for a role and they was asking him would he play roles that had nothing to do with what was going on. So he didn't get a call back. When you get to that level, is there certain things that you won't do for the check?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody trying to say it, but not really say it. You said it, and they all responded accordingly.
I gotta be honest, though. I gotta be honest. I'm suspect. I'm not suspect. I'm worried because brother did let 2 branches take him in the room. That's all. I'm just.
So for the record, it wasn't no room.
But he let her drag him across campus.
He's in the lobby.
He dragged you across campus.
At my very safe campus.
I already told everybody where I was going. But seriously, and I made a joke of that. But yeah.
And that happened to me. I'm a writer. And the guy propositioned me, and he was going to give me a writing deal, but I was going to have to put out. And I was like,
my.
And I was like 32 years. I'm like, dude, fuck no.
Yeah.
So, but they gatekeep. So that's one reason a lot of talent doesn't rise up, because you've got these people up there that aren't very talented,
right?
But they have access.
Yeah.
And so if you
they
want to
really
break
ain't got
through,
no limitations.
you gotta do something strange.
Yeah.
Some
change.
All of us
for some change.
So they're not the creatives. They're not the real talent. And so you're seeing that in the music business too. The real talent's getting stifled. It's because you've got these gatekeepers, and now that if you can build your own brand, your own following, you can go around that.
Right.
But it takes time.
Do you think that's one of the main reasons why you do what you do?
Yeah.
Because you obviously you have no problem with sharing the spotlight, sharing.
I don't like to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, I can tell.
At all. Like, no.
I had to force you to get in the middle of the
we had to
The actors want to act. They want to be
You're like, you don't want me sitting in the back? I'm too tall for the front now.
You're not that tall either, bro. I just wanted that was a lame excuse.
Yeah.
We are all sitting down. But my thing with you is I look at everything you've done, and I'm talking Toxic, Tough, and this, and I see that you like to use the same people, but you also branch out to use other people.
Yeah, you need them.
Because, and like you said, everybody talks about the word gatekeeping. It's a whole pig in the barrel, which that's a whole nother story. Do you think it's because you know how difficult it is to get into this business that you're willing to help pull somebody else up?
Yeah, especially if they want to show up, because all it takes is being that person that shows up on time and be prepared and be respectful to other people. You don't have to be the person in the room taking all the light. And when you notice that, they're going to suck all the air out of the room. And you try to eliminate those people. Let them go build their own organization where everybody kisses ass. Like, I don't want people around me that don't kiss my ass. Like, Eric, tell me the no bullshit. This is what we need to get this done right, so it looks good, so we're all proud of it. So I don't need somebody to kiss my ass. I don't want people like that around me. But you can be respectful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think Eric decided early on that it was more about quality than it was quantity.
Right.
And so, and I think that, like he said in the beginning of the interview, is that he kind of weeds out the weeds before we even get started, because it's like, it has such a trickle down effect on everybody's psyche and mental health and stuff like that. So we purposely kind of feel people out and kind of see what's going on. And then, and that's why I think that's why he works with a lot of the same people, because it's like when you find that
group,
he already knows what to expect. Right.
And I know that, and once I see their range, I can write other roles for them, because I have to see what they can do, what I give them. It's like, okay, they can go here, they can go there. I can go off and diverge and have them in mind for something else I'm going to write down the road and give them a platform, because they should be building a resume.
And I'm thankful for that, because it helps my reel.
So are you saying that sometimes when you write, you know that you're writing for her?
Because I know their voice, their body language, so it helps me phrase like, oh, she will be great for this. And so I'll write for that, and then I'll know if I need somebody completely new in. So we'll start, looking for those new people to do those other roles, and then see what they can do. And a lot of these actors don't have a whole lot of experience, so you see what they do with this. You give them a safe space where no one's being an asshole to them. Because I've been on sets where the director's an asshole, the producer's an asshole. You can't talk to anybody. You can't ask questions. You can't observe. And I'm like, no. And
it's not a learning environment.
Yeah, I want them to learn enough that I'm going to be 54. I'll be dead in 20 years. So I want.
No, you're not.
Yes, I will. So I want them to be able to.
Get out of here.
Dark cloud.
No, it's not that.
We don't want to be a witness to it.
No, they're younger than me. They can replicate.
I mean, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
If you don't teach the people that are younger, you, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
So they gotta be
Well,
exposed to
say
it.
that. Don't be like,
Don't be like, oh yeah, by the way,
There's a point where you have to understand you have to pass the torch. So you have to get ready, people ready to receive it. If you don't, there's no point. There's no legacy.
Would someone do that?
In different areas, yeah.
Different areas.
But it was never in creative side.
See, I think a lot of people that do what you do and do it the way you do it are doing it because someone else showed them the way, because someone else passed the torch to them and all that. And that's great. I'm gonna give y'all time to promote this thing, this event.
I got another question.
Saturday. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let her get that next question in. Go ahead.
Do you collaborate with other writers?
No.
Is that something that you're not interested in?
Not really, because I've asked to work with writers and they don't want to work with me. so it's like, all right, I'm doing my own thing. So I'm like, all right, and it just cuts down because I know I have a vision for. I've had people like even other producers come in, not Brian, but they'll come in and they'll give me these. I call them a dumbass idea for the story, and they put up a little bit, and I'm like, that's going to mess up the whole trajectory of what we're trying to do.
Right.
But it goes back to making the characters one dimensional.
Right.
I'd step and fetch it. I'm not trying to do stereotypes.
And a lot of people are lazy. Sometimes they don't want to co-write. They want the other person to write
do all the writing.
And then put their name on it.
And put their name on it.
Yeah, so and I'm not doing step and fetch it. I'm not doing caricatures. I want layered characters.
Right.
So
You already have that line.
yeah. So that's what I write for. And so if you're not willing to do that, we probably won't be able to collab. Some people have asked, but they like to do their own thing, which I respect. Do your vision, make it your way. I can actually help you. And I'm on Rob's projects. He writes his own stuff too.
Right.
But I acting is to support him. Like I'm an extra, whatever he needs. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ask one more question, and then I'm gonna move to something else that I want y'all to be part of, if you don't mind.
Clues too, G.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because you've done this for a while, who inspired you? And everybody thinks I'm gonna ask each one of y'all. Who inspired you to do what you do?
I watched Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans because they
were
any
best
money.
friends.
But they didn't have any money.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm like, oh, and then that guy Rodriguez, Robert Rodriguez, he did it with 10 G's. He turned it around, and Master P did it with not a lot of money too.
I interviewed T.K. Wells here once, and he told us the story of how in filming Five Heartbeats, how it was like Robert Townsend goes into a whole nother world, and I think a lot of people don't give him the credit.
He's
not at all.
He's a foundation in Black film, and I don't think a lot of people give him the credit he deserves. So I'm glad you said that. Who inspired you to do what you do?
My inspiration is going to be it's actually Jordan Peele.
Okay.
Jordan Peele is my inspiration because I started out, doing skits, comedy, and to transition from that to an actual filmmaker and award-winning filmmaker, and just the night and day from making people laugh to scaring them to putting so many I'm an Easter egg. I'm an Easter egg kind of person, so I love like watching them and they're like, oh, what does that mean? So and to formulate that into your film is just what I want to aspire to be and create my own lane. He don't bother nobody. He create his own lane, create his own movies, and he go back to doing his comedy or whatever he's doing.
I honestly never saw Jordan Peele become what he became. When you first
thought about it,
it never entered my mind. I loved Key and Peele. I loved him when he was on. Was it Mad TV? I thought they were incredible. I never thought he would become what he become. So that's a great one.
For me, just kind of sticking with the ladies, just looking up to actresses like Angela Bassett, Viola Davis.
I knew that was going to be what you said.
Yes. Just loving those. And I recently kind of like really spun into Eva Marcel recently because she did the whole All the Queen's Men wearing the locks. And I recently got locked. Was during COVID, 2020. And just wanted to be that person to represent brown girls that look like me. That's really important, and she gave that range. She could be sexy, she could be the boss, she could be everything. So just being able to be, diverse and look at women like that looks like me, and I can kind of relate and identify with it.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mine is Oscar Michaud. He was a director in the 1920s. He had his own studio.
first. Yeah, he was the first.
He did his own thing, everything: wardrobe, production, directing. He did race films. That's what they called them back then. They and he was just he wore all the hats.
Right. Back then he had to, because no one else was going to give him.
But I also think
respect,
sometimes I would rather wear all the hats than to have a bunch of people and not get anything done.
Mm-hmm. Next.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Clarissa Shields.
No, mine is a little different. I've been a cheerleader. I've been trying to perform like my whole life since I was 3. So I've always been extra. I've always been dramatic. Everybody always said that about me. So it's just, but I didn't know about acting or anything like that. And so when I was growing up, 3, 4 and all that, my mom and them started saying I remind them of child actors. We would start looking at Raven Simone, Kyla Pratt. My mom said I look like Kyla. So my mom was saying I look like Kyla. My dad didn't rape. So those were my inspirations. I started looking. I'm just like, they dope. I won't say dope at the age, but I'm like, these girls are like, they're like me. Right. And they're my age.
And they're your age.
Yes. Yeah. So I was inspired by my age and seeing, and going from there. And then I never just thought I had an opportunity. And just a quick story, really quick. I never thought I would have an opportunity to be able to do acting until my little brother was actually on Swagger, one of the basketball players on Swagger. Actually on the Swagger team. So that's how I got on there, from going on set with him. And that's how I ended up being a part of that, coming to stand in and being a co-star. So it happened by chance, but I've always wanted to do it. It's just I never thought I would.
It was God's plan, girl.
So,
always.
It was ordained.
Yes.
Come on. They said that's gonna be right. They said G Money. They said that's gonna be right.
Like I said, ever since I've been acting, like I've studied probably so many actors, actresses, everything as far as how they approach the craft. But if I had to choose one in particular, I would have to point towards the late Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
R.I.P. to Chadwick, but yeah, just how him coming from a small town, South Carolina, kind of like myself coming from Georgia, the way he can just play so many different types of characters, and actually, historical to
right.
Modern.
He had that one stretch when he was everybody from Jackie Robinson to James Brown.
He was the one. He was the one guy.
So that's my guy. Like I said, I've studied his films and his movies, and the man did Marvel fighting with cancer. Filming
and didn't let nobody.
Yeah, nobody knew. So that's kind of amazing.
All right, Miss Dish. Who we got?
So when I was little, it was Cindy Brady on the Brady Bunch.
Okay, Cindy Brady, that's cute.
Because I could relate to her a lot. But then, growing up, high school.
You used to relate to a little phony,
because she was
white girl?
No. She was the baby in that family.
She was the baby in that family, but she had the most sense out of everybody.
She did. And I got my sisters in big trouble. She was quoting her lines through the house that I was going to run away. So that's when my sister had to tell my dad, look, she got that from TV. She didn't get that from us. He cussed them out thinking they were planning and plotting to run away, right? So then, but when I got serious about it, I was an adult, and it was Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. Because I saw a strong black lead, somebody dark like me. Everybody's light skinned. The leads always light skinned and thin. Viola was dark skinned. She was sexy. She was strong. She was vulnerable. She was a strong black lead in the series. And I was like, okay, I can do this now. Because I always had insecurities about dark skin and curvy, because everybody was light skinned and thin. But after How to Get Away with Murder, I was like, no, I'm going for it. I'm going to go hard.
That's all right, a couple things we do on this show. We have someone we call an official member of the team that sends us clues to artists, and we usually play the artists, but we're running kind of low on time, so I might not do this. But we have the clues, and since y'all here, I want to see if y'all can help us with this, figure it out.
But the kids, you gotta guess the artist name and the song.
Okay.
After we do that, I have something else I want to include you all on.
Is there a prize? I'm gonna give you 3 clues. We got a prize today?
Huh?
They said, is there a prize?
I mean, y'all can have a couple.
I mean, y'all here,
right? And y'all can take a drink of the kitchen sink.
Yeah, if y'all not driving. Driving. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so clue number 1. I used to work at Foot Locker. They fired me and fronted.
They fired me and what?
Fronted.
Fired
I used to work at Foot Locker. They fired me and fronted.
Okay.
Clue number 2. Miseducation.
Lauryn Hill.
Clue number 3. Nothing even matters.
Yeah.
And it's
what is the artist and the song?
So I was fired in front of Foot Locker and they fronted.
I used to work at Foot Locker. They fired me and fronted.
What was the song? Is that
No. Nothing even matters. The song?
No, even matters. It's not the song.
It's not the song.
See, this person that does this,
Wait.
trying to mess with us.
That's the miseducation. That's
the album.
I know. What is it? Everything is everything? Nope.
So the album is Miseducation. The artist is Lauryn Hill. What is the song?
I'm trying to think. Ooh la la la. It's the way that we work. I think it's album.
Isn't it with it's a duet though?
She gave me the answer, but I don't know if it's a duet.
What's the answer?
It was a song that was like.
Let me tell you the answer.
Yeah,
we got 2 out of 3.
Was it a song that she like rewrote? Like not rewrote, but like.
I don't know. I'll let you.
Because the only one that she did was
She
The Rose is
loved
a Rose,
Dog,
and she did Conspiracy Theory.
Nope, it ain't either one of those.
Right, but those are the only 2 ones. Well, and she did, of course, the Killing Me Softly,
Killing Me
but
Softly.
that's not that.
Okay.
Y'all want me to get your answer?
Yeah,
All right,
just
so it's Lauryn Hill, Superstar, off of the Miseducation.
Superstar.
So
all of y'all.
That would have been
I didn't even listen to that song.
Shout out to you, X, because you stumped us again.
Yeah, because I didn't even listen to that
She
song
won
on the
that one,
album.
'cause that's the first time we didn't get the song.
I don't even recall hearing that song on the album.
And it's like between all of us against her, and we still be lost.
All right. So here's the next thing we do. This is a very popular segment on our show. And what we do is we have some of our listeners to hit us up with letters, kind of like strawberry letters. If you're familiar with Steve Harvey's strawberry letters. Sometimes they can be very
It's the watermelon letter.
interesting. We call it the timeout letter. We have, like I said, some of our listeners hit us up with letters and asking for advice, and sometimes they're out there.
Oh yeah.
This one is interesting. So
brace yourself.
And what we do is, like I said, we as a team, we answer, we give advice, and whenever we have guests, we always love to get our guests involved in it too. You can stop praying. I hear you over there. Is this gonna be okay? Yeah, I heard a Jesus. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Episode 2.
So this is the letter. I'm gonna read it to you, and it's very interesting. Okay, here we go. Dear Drive Crew, hello from the Peach State. I'm writing you because I need some advice on a situation that's putting a strain on my relationship. My current boyfriend is feeling really insecure about my ex. Not even my most recent ex, but from a while back. The twist, my ex isn't just a random guy. He's famous. Not locally famous, but quote unquote famous. The kind of name people recognize from beyond our town. And honestly, that fame seems to make this whole thing feel bigger and harder to shake. Here's the truth. I have basically no connection. She said this like 3 times. I guess
I was like, I have no contact.
Here's the truth. I have basically no connection to my ex anymore. We broke up years ago because he couldn't stop cheating, and I wasn't about to stick around to be part of his harem. I walked away, and I haven't looked back. The only contact we have now is that he's always liking and commenting on my social media posts. but let me be crystal clear. Out of respect for my relationship, I never respond. My social media is public, so anyone can see what I share, including him. That's where it begins and ends. No DMs, no calls, no secret meetups, nothing.
So she can't block him.
Still, my boyfriend is struggling with it. He's becoming real insecure and doesn't believe I'm ignoring my ex's comment. He's especially worried because my ex seems to know details about my life, like what I'm up to or where I've been.
He watching your social media.
My boyfriend thinks y'all gonna let me finish this. That my boyfriend thinks. My boyfriend thinks he wouldn't know unless we were talking. But I swear to you, my ex is just piecing it all together from my public post. I haven't spoken to him in years, not a single word. I can understand why my boyfriend might feel unsettled having a famous ex who still interacts with my posts. Probably makes it harder to let go of these doubts. But I need him to trust me when I say there's nothing to worry about. My ex is in my past, and I'm with my boyfriend now because I chose him. I love him, and I want us to build something together. I'm hoping you can help figure this out, how to get through to him and reassure him that he's the only one I focus on. I love him, and I don't want this huge shadow of my ex over us anymore. All right, before y'all say anything, so let me be first on this one because she will break this chair. Because all of us have social media.
Correct.
All of us have social media. And we don't have social media because we can't talk to our cousins or something like that. We have social media. No, if you don't admit to this, then you're lying. We have social media because we enjoy
keeping in contact.
Keep everybody, we wouldn't put it out there. Right. So
please don't tell me you about to say she got it set so she can keep in contact.
No, my thing is this. If you are, we all, I know I get monetized on my social media. I get not much. I need to talk to your pimp to figure out how I can make that.
Same, because money that's coming in from social media ain't a little.
We we enjoy the attention we get. If I had someone following me that I knew had millions of fans and millions of followers, no, I'm not going to block this person. That's the first thing in everybody's head. You should block them. No, I'm not, because the minute he shares something that I put, that's going to help me out. So that's why I don't believe she should block.
He's saying it publicly anyway.
Right.
So it's not no secret. Nothing.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think, because I heard a couple of y'all say she should just block them. I don't think what's the point? If you blocking them, it seems more suspicious than if you don't. If you block them, it seems more suspicious.
Your boyfriend cheated on her. That's why he went to her. What? She took the words out of her mouth. People accuse you of doing stuff that they're doing.
She said he cheating. How we get done?
Because people accuse you of doing stuff when they're doing it themselves. He's deflecting. Because he's too invested in a nigga that she's connected to.
And he probably keep on bringing it up multiple times.
How did you get that from that? Because the whole
if she not having no phone calls, no messages, no personal contact with this man, right? All you doing is seeing the public comments. Mm-hmm. So and you know she posted, because first of all, if you worried about him knowing what she doing or where she at, she's obviously posting it on social media. Mm-hmm. So you're reaching because you're doing something.
I got a question. Go ahead. So how would this famous person know these different details, and where would he put them? Is he putting them underneath the post like, oh yeah, I know you like to work out? Or
that's what she said.
And right, so we're gonna take her for face value.
Yep.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
So you think she lying?
How do you know that he knows where I'm at?
Right.
I see what you're saying.
If he comment underneath, it's like, okay, you can see what I'm doing. But
I saw you every night the other day.
But she said it was no DMs.
She said what?
She said it was no DMs.
So what you're saying is you can believe her, but you can't believe
right.
No, I'm not saying I can't believe neither one of them. What I'm saying is she said it was no DMs. We gotta go with the fact we were saying it.
That don't make sense. If she said he comments under my post, great. But how would he know what you're doing? Why would he have? That's why he has a
close friend.
Right.
That man is her close.
He's watching everything.
I'm thinking the famous nigga is in her close friend.
Then that means she's cheating.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I ain't agreeing with that. I'm saying that she wrong. I don't agree. I saying as a woman, if you're in if y'all are in this relationship and y'all have this, yes, I'm not saying my girl ain't gonna be insecure anyway, so I ain't even gonna worry about it. Right. But if we are at this motion right here, now we're here, why am I keeping ties to somebody that I'm clearly because she's still connected with him as far as that
she accepted his following.
She knows he's continuously comedy. It's a comedy though. You know this man comedy and you know you got a man. So you're choosing to allow him to still do this instead of blocking him. But she's having hopes that it's going to that she's keeping him around. That's
so that he can make her popular.
That's a backup always. But I'm saying having him access. That's what I'm saying.
You think she has a boyfriend?
She's using the famous
like she's using him around.
Yeah, but then you don't get clout like that because somebody would have verified comments on your thing. No one cares. If he shared it, then maybe sharing. Yeah, like if he shared her comment,
so that's why she like once that hit, I'm on the money. That's what she thinks.
If that's the case,
go ahead.
Or the boyfriend is shiggity boogity with one of her friends, and her girlfriend is keeping the boyfriend in the loop.
Tabs. Goes back to what I said. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like social media just always creates the utmost uproar in relationship and drama.
Social media only creates the drama if you allow it to create the drama.
Right. Well, that is true. That is true. My thing is, it's like, well, what is he doing with himself? Because it could be a very internal thing. You know what I mean? Like, if he.
But you didn't. You went straight there cheating, though. You can't.
Yeah, you gotta. We gotta.
Come on now. I mean, I get what she's saying, but him cheating is not always the.
Okay. He's doing something.
He can be sitting at home crying or something.
He can be very insecure.
Yeah.
Why are we taking her? Guess what insecurities belong to? Him.
Yeah.
That ain't her problem. The reason why I'm saying there may be a chance of insecurity because again, he can be comparing himself to her ex. Like she was with him and he's this big dude and he's doing all this and doing all of that. And she's only with me, but she's still keeping in contact with this dude.
Like, what am I
so if me and her have a falling out, that's where she's gonna be at next.
I just feel like this. Blocking him, I don't feel like it's gonna solve the problem. I really don't feel like it's gonna solve the problem. I mean, you can do that just to pacify him, but with the way social media works, like if you Google me, it's gonna pull my accounts back up and all my information back up. So it doesn't matter if you're following me on Instagram or Facebook. Once it hits the internet, it's there. So blocking him is only a coddle for the boyfriend.
Nah, I think blocking him is healthy for your relationship. One, two, why we taking her as face value still? Because I think she's just capped from the beginning that she diagnosed him for being insecure, but you have evidence of why he should worry.
I think it's missing pieces on both sides.
Every time we get a story, they only tell us their good parts.
They tell us their
we don't ever get their bad parts. So we're left to grab rabbits out of the air and figure this out.
And I don't that's social media.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I mean, you just made a good point. Like she diagnosed him as insecure, but then told you why he was insecure.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
Because I'm doing this over here, this is why he's insecure. But I got a problem.
But nothing that she named was something she was personally doing. She's just telling you what the ex is doing.
And what is he saying?
But look, check this out. Okay, she blocked him. But his sister, cousin, auntie, baby mama is still her friend. He's still gonna know what's going on.
But that's fine. That's fine. That's him pressing. That ain't got nothing to do with her. She can't. What the
boyfriend gonna do it like that?
What's in her control, right? What she can do.
Chewing his lip.
So this is the thing. It's 2025. People have to be accountable for what they do, right? So what she can do as somebody that values her relationship is block him. Whatever that famous dude do after she blocked him is on him. It has nothing to do with her. She stopped. She cut ties. Some things she don't want to cut.
She don't want to cut that.
So she's like, oh, this famous dude and not even famous in our area. You hyping him up. All we got is boyfriend, not this amazing man that I'm trying to build a relationship with.
Because
we just got boyfriend, but this one she doubled down.
She said everything
other than
about that.
So you don't feel in any way, shape, or form that the boyfriend reached you?
No.
I think he should reach. I think he should reach into his phone and break up. But that's
That's fine. Hold on, time out.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
And the fact that he's even insecure now.
Know your work.
She made him insecure.
do your work, King. Put your
Time
crown on.
out. Those are great.
She made him insecure.
Sis, we need a part 2.
Eric raised his hand, so I want to make sure we get CB's opinion. Before we do this, I just want to let you know, if I see this in a movie, I want my check. Well, go ahead.
Basically, she only broke up with him because he was cheating.
Right.
Meaning he was her type.
And he's still her type.
Exactly. So the guy that she's got now is backfill. He's a placeholder. So that's why he's insecure, because she's hoping, maybe the guy will
see why we follow.
She's hoping he'll grow up. The guy that she really wants, that's her type.
So she's not taking him out of her
arm's length.
That makes sense.
She's keeping him arm's length.
Yeah, just to see if he develops.
Maybe if he grows a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe he develops out of being a hoe.
She might be able to become Stretch Armstrong in a couple of weeks.
When he ready to settle down.
The guy's a placeholder.
I'm right here, baby.
So he's got to own that he's a placeholder and move on.
But once I block him, he know
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Every woman has a type. I don't care who every woman has a type. I just
want to say this cinnamon shit makes sense now. I just want to let you know that.
And a guy, it's on us when we're dating to determine if we are her physical type or not.
What has a woman done to you?
I've been there. I'm 54 years old. I've been there. No cap. I was like 28 years old. I was dating this girl. And I'll tell you a story. No, I'm being real. So we went out a few times and she curved me. But come to find out later, one of the excuses she makes, like, you're not tall enough. I'm like, okay. That was one of her excuses for not dating me. I'm like, all right, let me remove myself from the equation. Come to find out, she was sleeping with a guy at our job. And then he was like much taller than me, but that's her type. Once I saw that, I'm like, I'm not her dude. So I just left it alone. Don't hang around. So once you understand that, I've seen.
So you think he should just leave?
He got to bounce because he's not going to.
Your word.
And she's
not going to stop.
He's never going to get all her best. He's not. She's going to bring it. She's going to half-ass.
I got to admit, I was on a whole different level until y'all said that. I was like, until y'all said that, I never thought of the fact that she is holding on. She got him within arm distance.
I got it. Once you said that man commented, she ain't never deleted.
Yeah, right? I never thought of that.
Why? You let another man comment.
It's deeper than that too, because then she went out of her way. She went out of her way to participate in this show, just so y'all, so y'all can hype it up and prove that he's delusional.
But he's not.
Right. She's gaslighting. So now she can't even.
So you said she using us?
Yes.
Absolutely. She know how we are.
She's like, see, they think you tripping too.
We put it anyway. We put it anyway. We feel like these people like in us, so we can be on this.
She's using y'all to gaslight.
Now, I will tell you this. We've had people call to write us before.
Oh, I had a man get mad with me.
We had we have people that send us letters that basically told us
that we will be listening for it.
We will be listening for the answer. Together with her man, she will be listening for the answer.
No, that was the girl that slept with the girl but didn't want a relationship. But after she slept with her, she wanted a relationship. And they listened to the show together, so she was waiting for us to read the letter so she could tell the girl that she wrote it.
Bitch, seriously?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. It was like that, the girl that we're going back, but the story was there was a female who her friend was gay, right? And she wanted to get with her. And she decided, I'm not gay, I don't do that. But one night in a drunken
always a drunken.
She decided to try it. And after she tried it,
no strings attached.
Yeah, after she tried, the girl was like, we'll do it, but no strings attached. After she did it, the one who didn't want it at first started to catch feelings. And with the other girl who was told no strings attached, she's like, I'm sticking with what we said and no strings attached. So now she was mad that she has feelings now when the girl is acting. and she wanted us to tell the story.
So she wouldn't have to tell
the story. So yeah, they use us, but it's good entertainment. But it's a very popular segment that we do. We do it every show. Like I said, we get.
And it's posted on Facebook, so you can actually comment. We'll read your comments on live.
Yeah, I didn't do it today because we're running kind of low on time. But yeah, we have our followers put comments in the thing, and then we'll read some of the comments on air. But for the most part, we answer it, and then we have our guests answer it. But yeah, I'll admit, this is the first time I went in here because I know the letter. I read it before. This is the first time I went in with one mindset, and my mind was changed. Yeah, because I never thought about that.
Yeah, if he stays, he's simple. That's all. That's textbook simple.
And he's in Georgia. If you straight in Georgia as a man, you win.
The numbers are
the numbers are in your favor.
You don't have to deal with this kid. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal. You don't have to deal. It's 2025.
Yes.
Exactly, man.
That's it.
All right. So I think I can honestly say my perspective on this is do need to leave.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that at first.
Just ghost her.
Oh yeah, because she way wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why I was shaking my legs like, oh my God.
But see, then again, we don't know that he's insecure. We just know what she said.
Right.
You know what's crazy? He should leave her for 2 weeks and see if she block him.
Oh, right. But he ain't famous, so she don't give a
exactly. Yeah. So that's what that tells us who she cares about.
Wow.
Famous guys bragging.
Oh.
Yeah. Like when we become famous.
His face. He was with a famous person.
She couldn't wait to tell her.
Because especially nowadays, like the exes. I was watching that was like they was talking about how
I like that.
the exes, the famous people, are
except for us married people. That shit was gonna happen.
I have a rebuttal for that. Sure. I have a rebuttal for that. I have a child with a famous person, and that person is blocked. 100% blocked. He was no good then. He is no good now. But I have a child with a famous person. So her doing this, somebody think that's why I was over here like, my goodness.
Yeah.
No.
But your priorities are different.
My priorities are definitely different because
you don't care about his fame. She does.
I didn't care about his fame when we were together.
She did when they was together.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about his fame when we were together. We worked together, so the fame was mutual.
Right.
However, I decided that I ain't gonna be nobody's statistic with no rapper's baby, so I'm out this joint. With her doing the same, it's not the same.
Usually when you quote, you should say something. So
Because it was about the whole the famous.
Okay.
But see, you have to even like question her character, because if you're just gonna hang around someone just because they're famous and what they may be able to do for you, that kind of questions like who she is and what her intentions are.
That's the Instagram. That's the Instagram model situation. Like, you wear no clothes on Instagram, you're instantly a model. You're automatically famous. So they say.
See, I pay attention to too much because I shouldn't have had this long to think. She said,
right.
Because now it's just like, because we keep saying famous, and then she said famous, and she was like so famous that outside of our city.
Right.
That's not famous.
No.
And no capacity as
she said outside our city.
She said, famous.
Yeah. So I'm now
out of our town. You know what? She did say out of our town.
Like,
No. What she's talking about Atlanta, because it's a live state. What she's saying outside our city, meaning he's not just Atlanta famous, he's like famous.
He's like what? Like Kentucky? Savannah? Like
no.
Like,
no. Like he's bigger than Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, there's not much no local guy. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than that.
Nah, because the words you use matter, right? So I'm from Florida. And they be like, oh, you know, he's bigger than just Florida, or bigger than just the state. She said city.
Is he famous there?
She said city.
North
I
Carolina.
thought she meant like he's very famous.
State got one more letter.
I think she meant.
State got one more letter.
I thought she meant he's like. Let's
Like
just
big time.
assume. Let's just assume. I don't know who this is, but let's just assume she's messing with like a football player in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it's all the strippers. That has nothing to do with it.
And that's why they broke up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not. No, bro. Yeah, like that's it. Like, no, he should have been left. He shouldn't even.
Sir, if you are listening, can we please have you write us a letter
I know,
so
right?
we can get
Oh,
you?
he already passed.
He started reading when you heard his story.
Yeah. He knew who the hell he
At
was.
that point, he's like, no, tell people about this shit. And I'm insecure. I'm telling people I'm insecure. That alone.
I'm gonna say this.
Like, who the insecure one? I'm gonna show you insecurity.
And we keep moving.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
All right, y'all.
Next one.
So how do we see Sunday after church? So how do we see Sundays after
Oh,
church?
yeah, we're having the private showing tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Hippodrome. And then we'll eventually have it on Amazon Prime and Apple TV.
And you can get tickets. There's a link for Eventbrite on our website. There's a link on our Facebook page. How do you get the tickets and all? So make sure y'all check that out.
What's your website?
Come meet us in
Cinnamon
person.
Brown Entertainment.
Absolutely. Come on.
You said CinnamonBrownEntertainment.com?
Yep.
Awesome.
I want to thank y'all for coming.
Dressed to impress.
Yes.
I saw,
Dressed to impress.
Put on that. Put on like that dress
Some of your Sunday's best.
that you got in the closet that you when you bought it, you looked at it and said, "I'm gonna kill him with this one." This is the time.
Red carpet tile.
Shake
it
Shake it down.
So there's a red carpet and all
Red
that.
carpet.
Y'all making this into a huge event. I
That's
like that. We
beautiful.
need
I
more
love
stuff
that.
like that in the
Absolutely.
city.
Black people gotta be celebrated. So
Thank
we're doing
you,
it.
all of
Thank
you.
y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Just
you.
thank you for being our guinea pigs on this. Hopefully the next time y'all come back, we'll have this a little bit more because we have been on the screen
Some more aesthetics.
in about an hour. I don't know.
Yeah, our screen went blank.
But as long as we got y'all, that's all that matters. But I want to thank y'all for coming through. Y'all were incredible. Thanks again, Eric,
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
for coming through, man. And I can't wait to go home tonight and check out all your Tubi movies because
Definitely.
Toxic guy. The Toxic thing got me right now.
I'm gonna watch Cuffed first, then I'm gonna watch Toxic.
Yeah, Toxic is all true events.
Yeah.
Everything.
I might watch Toxic.
Cuffed is not that far off though.
Yeah, I don't. My fear is I'm gonna be watching Toxic. You know, I don't want that kind of experience.
Yeah, every man does.
Yeah. So I want to thank you once again. Let everybody know how to get in touch with you. Anybody else want to give any shout outs? Please. You just really don't like to read this topic. First of all, I need to also say something. Going back to that tall thing. The girl that broke up with you said you were short. So
yeah, she was short.
You laughed.
So you're not as tall as you think you are. They try to put on.
Anybody want to give any shout outs, please do.
He's just
Ain't nobody beside you.
Everybody pass that along.
Yeah.
You move that chair over there. You don't want nobody beside you.
Nobody want to be
I
first.
would say, you know, follow me.
Thank you.
At Letitia Argola, LETITIAARGOLA on Instagram.
Okay.
And as I said, I am Ronnie Hudson II. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Ronnie Hudson II for the second. RONNIE HUDSONII.
I don't want y'all to think you being egotistical. Y'all look at the screen. You got Robert Hudson II on his mark.
Right.
Yeah. So,
And then on top of that, like Brian's got two eyes, so that's what made him Brian the First.
You catch on quick.
Next.
Oh, I'm Shia.
We already did the introduction, so you know.
I'm sorry. I'm Shia again. You can catch me on all social media as well at Shia.Scott, SHAIA.Scott.
Brian.
I'm Brian.
Brian.
2 eyes. On Instagram, it's Brian_David_actor. On Facebook, it's Brian Dargan. And yeah.
What up? I'm Sherelle. You can catch me on all the social media platforms as well, particularly Sherelle. I am is my
Did we get it? You didn't go yet, did you?
Well, I told her cinnamonbrownentertainment.com.
Yeah, he said cinnamon.
I was talking. I was
Him, sir.
Yeah, I wanted
The
to
one
try to
that
push
thought
it
it was
off.
somebody.
Oh, no,
Now you get
I ain't push it off.
You.
So now you get to go.
Yeah, Cinnamon Brown Entertainment. You can catch
Mad
our-
jokes. Mad jokes.
And then we got Sundays at the church.tv. So
Yes.
just keep looking for.
So in other words, don't try and
productions.
contact him.
Yeah, don't.
I understand. I got warrants.
Got it.
It's cool.
So
Thank y'all.
witness protection program, we got
I'm telling you,
it.
we're
We got
watching
it.
witness.
I appreciate y'all.
Join that Facebook group, Sundays after church.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna get you on screen now saying this. When we get part 2, we'll get y'all to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody else, when y'all have something else going on,
Let
please
us
come
know.
through.
Let us know. Come
We
on
definitely
through.
want to support. It is a great thing. I'm very proud of what you're doing, brother. And it was a pleasure to meet all y'all. So
And let people know we're going to be doing some casting for the rest of season 1, which we're going to shoot in June. So I'll put out an announcement on social media probably in a week or so.
okay.
Casting for new roles.
What you looking for?
Yeah, what you looking for?
I'm just curious. If y'all, like the boss or some shit. Yeah.
Villainous white people.
I mean,
I told you.
We can't help you out there. Sorry, sir.
like,
I need
white
adults. I need adults.
Yeah.
They're adults. No, my children are in their 30s.
Really?
Yes. I have a child that's 30, a child that's 29, and a child that's 21. I'm going to be 50 next year.
Ooh,
Yeah. Okay. I didn't. That's great. I didn't. know that.
No way. Okay. Well, so I'm saying, how old y'all think she is?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Everybody-
Yeah.
Look, all of them got quiet, y'all. Okay, y'all. All of them got. No, look, stand up.
I know. I feel like that's the reasoning. That's the only reason. Like because she's short. Like I'm saying, that's why I'm trying to give you that.
But if you seen her out in public, you would think 30.
No. That's what, but I'm saying it because I know she's grown, so I know. Like I'm trying to.
But if you seen if you seen her out in public,
I want to get
That's why you got to
But I know she's grown.
Don't try to pick with you like I was doing it. I was being an asshole, honestly.
Depending on what you had on.
Look, I'll be honest with you. She walked in with Tink has a young daughter, 6-year-old, 7-year-old daughter now. They're about the same height.
they are not the same height.
Come on now, I'm a little bit taller.
She said I'm a little bit taller.
Yeah. Tink walked in one day with Tito. And I didn't have my glasses
He thought it
on.
was my daughter.
I thought it was her little daughter. So I'm like, oh, I gotta be careful what I say.
But they look alike.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's crazy.
But I was just being fun. She's 22, by the way. 22.
So it's right. But I would give
I told you
you 22 at the moment, but I only reason I said 30 because I felt like it was a
setup.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to
That's
push
the type of shit I did.
But I was like, nah.
The funny thing
Well, it was a setup because I look like
the funny thing is, when we go
old as
places,
shit.
like we went to the Cheesecake Factory, they made her kids. We went to Chuck E. Cheese, they made her take a picture with my mom at the door. Like, they really be, and she be in there with a crop top on and a mini skirt and everything, and like, and the Cheesecake Factory, they doubled down on it. Like, they moved us to another section and bought her another kid's menu. So I'm like, oh, they serious about this shit. They really want the 12 and under.
I can't sit at the bar.
Once again, Eric, if this shows up in one of your books, check. Thank y'all very much for coming through, man. We appreciate y'all. Again, I hope y'all realize we just have fun. We don't mean half the shit to say.
a good time.
I ain't gonna give you the long story at the end, but can I do a shout out?
Yeah, we're gonna do the shout outs now. Because I'm gonna save you for last and then you got
No, I'm not gonna do no list.
That's you, I'm talking to
Oh, I was not gonna do no list today.
Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
I promise.
Okay, go ahead.
So I just want to shout out my baby girl, Miss Ray. Y'all should come out tomorrow for the Youth Entrepreneurship Summit at the Boys and Girls Club on Creighton Road, and then Sunday at the Richmond Children's Business Fair at the Dewey Godwall Center because she will be vending her merch. So come support the baby.
You ain't gonna say fun next week?
See, now you feeling some type of way because I'm not mentioning you. Y'all complain when I run the list. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, so you're gonna run the list. Okay, so next Friday we got Smoke the Set with the headliner Mind, Body, and Soul. Doors open at 8:30. Show starts at 9:30. You can meet us at 3302 Winsburg Road. Then on Saturday you can meet us at the Old Highland Springs, which is now called the Oak Complex, 15 South Oak Avenue. It's the Hex and Heels Fashion Show, the first all women's fashion show that the men that wear many hats put on. You can get tickets at www.rawtalentllc.com. And to follow will be the 7th annual Players Ball, and we'll be at 3302 Williamsburg Road. Tickets are $25. And then hit us up on April the 16th for the Aziz Talent Show, April the 20th for the Easter Egg Community Event. We're accepting donations, vendors, and volunteers. And then holla at your girl, Miss Tink, on May the 2nd for the Queens of Poetry. Doors open at 6:30. We got poets like Special K, Rosa Kimball, Nash, Amaze the Poet, Spoken Jim, DJ Just Brooklyn, Amara Helen, Flow Writer, Kia Shakespeare, and tickets are on Eventbrite, but it's only a few left. Then the male model call is also going to be April the 17th for our August show, and it's going to be at 7 o'clock to 8:30 at Publix in White Oak. You can register online at www.rawtalentllc.com. Check your girl out.
How do you get in touch with you? I don't know you did that.
www.rawtalentllc.com. www.rawtalentllc.com. That's my shit. That's my damn email. That's my website. On my Instagram, all my social medias, on Facebook, you can find me as Tinker the Miss Garden, or Raw Talent LLC, or Male Model and More. Well, the men that wear many hats community events. You can also check out the Sidekick Kickback page because I run all of those. And then on Instagram, mztink.rawtalent. TikTok, mztink6. YouTube.
Okay.
Raw Talent. I won't go there.
Miss Tito.
All right, so I don't have that long list. Like, but it's very little. But like she said about the Hats and Heels fashion show, make sure y'all go grab y'all tickets for that. I will be in that fashion show.
How much are tickets?
The tickets is $25.
What team made it? What team?
Team Pierce, because I'm the captain on Team Pierce. So yes, please go get y'all tickets.
So we're doing a competition. So the whole purpose of the fashion show is that we're raising money to send a girl to prom. So the proceeds are going towards that. But we have a competition going on amongst the models. They're divided into 4 teams. So the team that sells the most tickets gets a prize. And right now,
I want to start on my
Fierce
team.
is winning. Fierce is winning.
We're doing our thing, okay?
Yes,
but y'all follow me on Instagram at go.shorty. Follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Tito TV, and follow me on TikTok at Tito Gang with 2 G's.
Hey.
Oh,
yeah. Who else?
I ain't got shit going on.
The person that's right here. Right, the person that's in between. Yeah, right.
All right, so everybody, you can reach me and on social media with Instagram at Miss Peaches 220. That's MZPCHZ220 on Instagram. You can follow me also on Facebook at Anik Carter. We have a show coming up tomorrow. It's called There Will Be Joy, with a great masterclass storytelling showcase that will be held at the Peter Paul Center in Churchill. We have VIP tickets that are $50. We have general education, Lord Jesus. General admission tickets for $25, and then we have online streaming tickets for $20. If you need more information, you can go on Facebook and type in There Will Be Joy. Go to the group page and you can get your tickets by then. Tickets sales will end tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. and they will not be selling tickets at the
I thought it was today.
It was today, and then she realized that today was Friday, not Saturday, so it's tomorrow.
All right.
I'm trying to correct her on her side.
No, I just thought.
No,
I just wanted to make sure that's what it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah.
No, I posted it. Yeah.
Follow me on all social media. Money.
He don't never say that, y'all.
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm the only one that doing shit. I'm like, I'm supposed to. Yeah, I feel like, well, damn, I'm gonna go home after this and go to sleep. That's all the fuck I got going on in my life.
No, you gonna go work in the goddamn bracket.
Right, and I'm feeling a little something.
You gonna go work in the bracket.
I'm feeling a little insecure because I ain't got shit else going on in my life. Like I done kept up over 7 o'clock because I ain't got shit else to do after this. So, but y'all can hit me up Make sure y'all check out Big Time Radio Network on and Big Time Podcast Network.
All streaming platforms.
All the streaming platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube.
Lots of YouTube, yeah. Please follow our YouTube page, Big Time ENT.
You can hear all the behind the scenes parts.
Yeah, everything we're doing.
Everything behind the scenes is on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Like
Y'all should
everything
listen
we've
to
done,
that.
like if y'all said anything y'all didn't want to be heard,
too late.
We heard it.
But everything,
we'll tell you at the end.
Everything that we've done today is on our YouTube page. It's also live right now.
Yes.
Everything you've done, we do.
And replay tomorrow, right?
Huh?
And replays tomorrow.
No, tomorrow Saturday. I don't know. And it's really weird. I don't used to know what I do with the Friday. We don't know what I be doing this right now. But I don't really know what I do with the Friday replay.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Time for you to wrap it up. You're telling too much on yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know what I do with the Friday.
Be like a teenager. Wrap it up.
Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All righty. Bye.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all.
We all waiting on cut.
Look,
Not y'all was waiting on the words cut.
you want a picture of everybody?
Can I get a picture of everybody?
Sure.